Thank you very much, John Gunn, and good evening, everybody. Better late than never here at Wiseman Field as we get all set for the Torrington Trailblazers as they host their arch rival tonight. The Wheatland Bulldogs come to town. The Blazers get their first win of the season in overtime fashion last week on the road at Burns. Wheatland comes into tonight's game 0-3. They lost an overtime game at home last week to Newcastle. And my partner in the broadcast booth tonight, Travis Reinhardt. And Travis, something's got to give. Something funky always seems to happen in these games between these two old bitter rivals, and I know the Bulldogs are pretty hungry for a victory, and the Blazers got to hold serve on home field.
Well, they are, and I think that the Blazers are going to build off the win that they got last weekend in overtime, so that's good. I know, like you said, Grant, Wheatland's going to look forward to trying to build off of their overtime loss and come up with something, but we're in Torrington, a huge rivalry. Hopefully that benefits the Trailblazers tonight.
So we should be about set for kickoff right now, but we're not because of that storm that came over earlier and lightning delay protocols. These teams couldn't come out here on the field and warm up until 30 minutes after that last lightning strike in the area, so that's why we're delayed tonight. We're looking at a kickoff at right about 7:28 here from Wiseman Field tonight. So much more to come here on the pregame show. Big thanks to all those Blazer boosters being with you all year long. Please mention these broadcasts when you step into their places of business. And when we're back here on the pregame show, we'll talk to head coach Russell Steinmetz. We'll do that after this 90-second break.
Feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family, you're one of our own.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one day.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Grant Jones back on the pregame show tonight. It's Wheatland and Torrington, always a special one for you. And we're joined by head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. And Russ, congratulations on a big victory last week, 27-21 over Burns in overtime, no less. Thought your guys had to answer the bell a lot of times. They showed a lot of resiliency in doing that, and especially in overtime, taking it to Burns right off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think resiliency, you nailed that when you said that word. It was kind of a bend, don't break. And so, several times they were getting first downs, and then defense would come up with a big stop or make them punt, whatever it may be. And then offense, if we needed 3 yards, we were able to get 4 a lot of the time. So that was key for us.
This group is stepping up, Russ, early in the season with the injury situation that you have. I'll mention three guys in particular. You can talk about them or talk about whoever you want, but Ryan Morehouse coming in at quarterback, Jacob Durant coming in at running back to spell Packard, and Caden Romig out of nowhere on the defense.
Yeah, talk defense first. Caden Romig stepping up for us at linebacker. We were out one backer to start the game with Hager not being there, so that's where Romig was playing. And then another linebacker goes out in Dylan Packard, and so Romig, being a sophomore, playing inside in those trenches, really stepped up and led us defensively on our points and read his keys pretty well. Always room for improvement, but he did well, and hopefully we can do it again tonight.
So I think it's a good lesson, too, for your younger kids that come in at high school football, and you think, well, yeah, I'll probably play varsity, get some playing time when I'm a junior, senior. No, it's a next man up mentality, and it happens right now, and it's happening early in the season.
Yeah, Ryan Morehouse, you talked about him. So he stepped in quarterback for us last week, played quarterback again for us tonight. I'm just excited for this kid's future, and probably talking with him over the summer, if you were to be like, hey, you're going to be starting quarterback week 3 or game 3, he would have been like, I doubt it. But no, he's done well. And then like the other kid you mentioned, Durant, he's not a sophomore, but he probably thought, oh, there's not, I might get a few reps here or there, and no, here he is starting tailback for us.
One last thing on the game. You had a couple of Broncs that maybe surprised you a little bit. They surprised me with their speed and their athleticism, and Caden Lakin and Cody Hape. You had said after the game, even in print media this week, that you weren't real happy with your defensive plan from that game last Friday night. What'd you mean?
We have one film, the Yuma game, on Burns, and so, they didn't throw all that much to Hape. I knew Lakin was one of their big players, and they were going to try to get him the ball in space, and I just wasn't very clear with my defenders on how to defend Lakin, how they were going to try to get him the ball. And then I knew Hape, great athlete. We saw him in track, in the 400, the 100, all those. So I knew he was a great athlete, and they didn't use him all that much in the Yuma game, and here they are throwing to him, and he has great big catches, that turn the game a little bit in their favor. So, no, I just thought that need to be more clear with the players and how they're going to try to get their players open and how to defend them better.
Good enough. We'll move on to tonight. Wheatland and Torrington. That's pretty much all you have to say. What makes this such a highlight on the schedule, such a circle on your schedule?
Just rivalry, huge rivalry, whether it's basketball, whether it's, regional track, whether it's a track meet there or here or anything, especially on the football field, it's just a huge rivalry. We lost it for several years. When we were up in 3A, they were down in 2A, and now we're both down here in 2A. So I just think just to come back to this rivalry is huge. All these kids play each other. Baseball, that's another sport where they play each other, and so they may know each other. But out here, it's a rivalry, and hopefully we come out on top.
As fortunate as you were last week in your overtime situation, Wheatland was not. They're 0-3 now. You're going to have a hungry bunch of Bulldogs coming in here tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Coming up short against Newcastle at home, probably weren't expecting that at all. The other two games, they've played tough Mountain View, and we know Mitchell, that's who they opened with, so we know Mitchell, Nebraska's tough. So they've played 3 good teams. Yes, they're going to be hungry. They're going to want to get in that end zone, and so we just got to keep them out of it.
You've seen Wheatland on film this week. Russell probably had a couple games to look at from there. What do they like to do offensively and defensively?
A little different than what they had been in the past when they had Pruitt at quarterback. And, we are different also. Our identity is different now that we don't have all of our talented seniors from last year. So, they're going to be try to get the ball to their running backs, Suko, Petrosky, I believe that's how you say it. So I think those are their 2 main backs that they're trying to get the ball to. And then they have good receiver Anderson outside number 2. The quarterback, he does a great job getting the ball out to those guys. So we for sure need him in the run, stop that run, put our best cover guys on their receivers that want to catch the ball, and hopefully shut them down.
What do you see from the Bulldogs defensively?
Defensively, they got tough kids up front that are really firing off the ball low. Going back to the Mitchell game, go back and watch that and how they were able to move the ball a little bit or stop the run against Mitchell, as we did not. So just kind of go back and show the kids that game. And so defensively, they're just trying to keep the ball in front, nothing over the top, and then let those big guys run around and make plays.
I hate to ask, but we got to. What's the latest on your injury situation?
Yeah, we got injuries for sure. So Hager, game time decision, with a shoulder injury. we have several games ahead of us, so if you see him, it's going to be real limited. Dylan Packard's out. Sam Birdsall's another one, just trying to nurse along this ankle of his. So who knows how much we'll see Sam. You'll for sure see him on PAT. He just is dying to get out there on the field, so hopefully we score or we need to kick a field goal because he'll be out there. Those are the main ones. And we also got hit with a little illness early in this week, so hopefully the boys are getting over that and we're able to move on.
Oh, man, not that already. Wrap it all up for us, Russell. Your keys to victory tonight.
Keys, we got to get the ball outside to some of our playmakers that can go the distance. The main one I'm thinking in my head is Brendan Flock. Get him the ball, whether through the air, on the ground, however. You're going to see some outside passes to him, outside runs. So get the ball to him. He's going to go the distance. Ball security is also going to be key. And we need to win first down defensively. So therefore, they're behind the sticks and, more they have to throw the ball where they don't want to throw the ball as much.
Well, very good. We wish you luck. We really appreciate the interview. Have a great time tonight. Wheatland Torrington's always special, and we look forward to talking with you after the game.
All right, thank you guys.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers right back here on the pregame show after this.
Attention Goshen County sports fans. Heartland Embroidery has all kinds of local sports gear that is hitting the shelves this fall. Get all the latest gear for Torrington, Southeast, and Lingle Fort Laramie. Heartland is also your headquarters for UW apparel, signs, clocks, and so much more. Plus, if you're interested in winning Wyoming football tickets, check out Heartland's Facebook and Instagram for details. Whether it's local sports or cowboy gear, it's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington.
This is Julia at First State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Grant Jones, Travis Reinhardt, Bubba Caith, all alongside, getting ready for Wheatland and Torrington. Next here on the pregame show, let's take a swing through some scores in Class 2A across the state last week. It was Bighorn blasting Upton Sundance 40-6. Of course, as we said, Torrington over Burns in overtime, 27-21. It was Lovell defeating Cokeville 27-7. Tongue River blanked Glenrock 42-0. The Eagles are for real, folks. Kimmerer beat Thermopolis 44-26. It was Lyman blanking Pinedale 40-0. Mountain View over Rich, Utah 12-10. And Newcastle beat Wheatland in overtime 20-18. So that makes things this way in Class 2A East. 4 teams at 1-0, 4 teams at 0-1. Tongue River, Bighorn, Newcastle, Torrington, all with conference opening victories last week. The Eagles are 3-0, Bighorn Rams 1-1, Newcastle 1-1, the Blazers 1-2. Glenrock, Upton Sundance, Burns, Wheatland all 0-1 in conference play. The Herders 1-1 overall, Upton Sundance 0-1, Burns 0-2, and Wheatland 0-3. That makes the WildPreps.com coaches and media poll go this way. Lovell will stay at number 1 this week. Lyman will stay at number 2. Tongue River with that big victory up a spot to 3 from 4. Mountain View up a spot from 5 to number 4. And Cokeville drops a couple of spots from 3 to 5. Games around the state tonight. Bighorn at Glenrock. Burns at Newcastle, Tongue River at Upton Sundance, Wheatland at Torrington, Pinedale at Cokeville, Rich, Utah at Kemmerer, Lovell and Lyman, number 1 versus number 2 out west, and Mountain View at Thermopolis. Let's take a quick look at stats coming into this game. Still about 20 minutes away from our opening kickoff. In the rushing department, well, now that we've got a couple of games under our belt, these stats start meaning something. They really haven't until this point. But in the rushing department, the Blazers right in the middle of the state at number 8, 153 yards a game. They have 3 rushing touchdowns. Wheatland right behind them in 9th place at 149 yards on the ground per game. Also 3 rushing touchdowns. Passing-wise, the Blazers 5th in the state, 106 yards a game through the air. 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 interception. Wheatland 10th in the state, 75 yards a game through the air, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Team offense-wise, the Blazers 5th at 259 yards a game, 23.5 points a game, 6 touchdowns, 2 turnovers. Wheatland 9th in the state, 224 yards a game, 10.3 points per game, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Defense-wise, the Bulldogs right in the middle of the state at number 8, 167 yards against the run, given up. 8 rushing touchdowns against them. They've recovered the fumble twice on the year so far. Torrington in 11th rush defense-wise, giving up 204 yards a game on the ground, 5 touchdowns by way of the run. And have not recovered a fumble thus far. Pass defense-wise, the Bulldogs 12th in the state, giving up 104 yards a game through the air, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The Blazers right behind them in 13th at 125 yards a game given up through the air, 3 touchdowns against them through the air, 1 interception, and 2 sacks. Team defense-wise, Wheatland 7th in the state, giving up 271 yards a game and 29 points per game, as well as 11 touchdowns. The Bulldogs have forced 5 turnovers thus far. Torrington 13th in the state defensively, giving up 329 yards a game, 32.5 points per game, 8 touchdowns, and the Blazers have only picked up 1 turnover on the year. Individual-wise, you won't see this young man tonight, but he's 9th in the state. Dylan Packard out with the shoulder injury. He has 78 yards a game, 1 rushing touchdown. Passing-wise, Brock Peasley from Wheatland, 8th in the state, 75 yards a game, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Bryce Hager, who we may or may not see tonight, 9th in the state, 60 yards a game, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Receiving-wise, Brendan Flock, 6th in the state, 68 yards a game, 3 touchdowns. And J.P. Anderson for Wheatland in 10th at 44 yards a game, 2 touchdowns. Punt return-wise, Bryce Stenson, 3rd in the state from Wheatland. And kick return-wise, Grayson Shields from Torrington, 4th in the state, averaging 24.8 yards per return. And Bryce Stenson, 10th in the state for Wheatland, averaging 18 yards per return. Kickoff-wise, the leg of Juan Stevens is a good one, and he's the number 1 kicker in the state. Juan averaging 56 yards per kickoff. He has 2 touchbacks. Tyler Bonin for Wheatland, 9th in the state, averaging 40.8 yards per kickoff. Defense-wise, Bryce Hager, 9th in the state, and this is only 1 game that was averaged into this. I believe this was against Mitchell since he didn't play last week. 18 points per game defense-wise. Eric Suko for Wheatland right behind him in 11th, 17.7 defensive points per game, 8 assisted tackles, 11 unassisted, and 3 interceptions for Suko on the year. Ty Bennick right behind Suko for Torrington. 17.5 defensive points a game, 15 assisted tackles. Ty's always around the ball, 7 unassisted. The tackles for loss, Bennick has 1 and also 1 sack. That'll do it for stats tonight. We'll be back for starting lineups. We'll do that after this 90-second break.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington not only serves the community with a personal touch for lawn and garden designs, but they also carry and sell sprinkler parts, weed barrier, and edging for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Once you stop in, you'll find all kinds of additional items you'll want to add to your lawn and gardens. Plus, Rob will be more than happy to discuss design ideas that you might want to incorporate into your landscaping. Just make the call to 532-6067. Landscaping Plus in Torrington.
The heart. It's a big deal to your overall health. At Memorial Hospital of Converse County, we have a team of dedicated healthcare providers who make patient-centered care the hallmark of what they do. Dr. Alan Mattern, a board-certified cardiologist and graduate of the Yale School of Medicine, sees patients weekly in our medical office building, and our cardiopulmonary team focuses on heart and lung health with tireless dedication. We are proving that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Find out more at conversehospital.com.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. As you'll hear in the background, Thunder Road rolling in to Wiseman Field. The bikes and the cars getting all set to sound the way for the Blazers out on the field tonight. Time for starting lineups are brought to you by Simply Real Estate. Hey, whether you're buying or selling, Simply Real Estate has a team of realtors that will make sure that the process is as simple and stress-free as possible. They also offer rental management. Richard, Jesh, Nikki, Charla, Wendy, and Suzanne would love to assist you with all of your real estate needs. Give them a call at 338-3069 or stop by the office at 208 East Valley Road in Torrington. Simply Real Estate, they make real estate simple for you. Well, the coin toss is already done. We're not quite sure who won it, so let's just run through both offenses for you. Here's how Wheatland will come out along the offensive line. 6'1", 220 and a sophomore, number 50, Bodie Stone. 6 foot 205 and a senior, number 56, Drew Smilek. 6 foot 190 and a senior, number 68, Barak Bertok. And 5'10", 190 and a junior, number 71, Gabe Haraldson. And also along the line for Wheatland, 6'2", 240 and a junior, number 74, Wyatt Kafka. The receivers go like this for the Bulldogs. 5'11", 150 and a senior, number 2, J.P. Anderson. Getting the start for injured Max Meyer tonight for Wheatland. 5'10", 145 and a junior, number 5, Bryce Stenson. And the other wide receiver, 6 foot 160 and a junior, number 80, Tag Mickelson. The running backs for Wheatland, 6 foot 180 and a senior, number 25, Eric Suko. And 5'11", 175 and a senior, number 44, Rylan Petrosky. And the Bulldog quarterback, 6'2", 180 and a junior, his first year starting in that position now that Cade Pruitt is graduated. 6'2", 180 and a junior, number 3, Brock Peasley. I'll send it over to Travis for a look at your Blazers starters.
Thanks, Grant. So starting for the Blazers tonight, 5'10", 235-pound senior, number 60, Caden Miller. He's at left guard. At left tackle, a 6'2", 230-pound junior, number 70, Ty Bennick. Right guard tonight, starting for the Blazers, 6 foot, 215-pound, senior, number 76, Sam Birdsell. At right tackle, did I lose that somewhere? Must have. We'll move. Oh, there he is. A 6 foot, 250-pound junior, number 72, Trey Perriott. The center for tonight's game, 6 foot, 210-pound junior, number 64, Braden Frazier. The wide receivers tonight for the Trailblazers, a 6'3", 230-pound senior, number 7, Juan Stevens. 6 foot, 150-pound junior, number 24, Grayson Shields. And the tight end starting tonight is a 6'2", 250-pound senior, number 87, Ryan Baker. The back tonight for the Blazers will be a 5'10", 170-pound junior, number 34, Jacob Durant. And Grant and Coach Steinmetz talked a little bit about the starting quarterback tonight, a 6 foot, 150-pound sophomore, number 1, Ryan Morehouse.
Thank you very much, Travis. We'll take a break here in pregame as the Blazers getting all set to come out on the field to Thunder Road, and then we'll have the national anthem. Following that, we'll be back with our game notes and kickoff. Coming up Here from Wiseman Field, it's Wheatland and Torrington getting underway just a little bit late tonight due to lightning earlier this evening that fouled up warm-ups just a little bit for both squads. But we've got a kickoff at around 7:28 tonight. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Bloodhorn Lumber has a way for you to save big on the first Saturday of every month. And all you have to do is become a rewards program member. Stop in the store today and get enrolled. Then, the first Saturday of every month, when you shop at Bloodhorn Lumber, they'll take 10% off your entire purchase, no matter what it is. It's that easy. Become a rewards program member today. Stop in at Bloodhorn Lumber and sign up. Located at 219 West 21st Avenue.
Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry is now Platte River Family Dentistry. They're proud to welcome Dr. Lance Lucas to their practice. A Wheatland native, Dr. Lucas graduated from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Dentistry and is excited to get involved in the Torrington community. Dr. Lucas shares Platte River Family Dentistry's philosophy of providing patients with the highest quality of dental care in a gentle and efficient manner. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448 or find them on Facebook.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Premier Bone and Joint Center's team of board-certified physicians brings decades of combined experience in diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating orthopedic conditions in their respective subspecialties. Whether we're working with children, senior citizens, or University of Wyoming athletes, we ensure our patients always receive compassionate, thorough, and effective care to restore quality of life. Visit us online at premierboneandjoint.com. Wherever you need us, we'll be there with 9 locations across Wyoming. Premier Bone and Joint Centers, worthy of Wyoming.
Supporting our youth, that's what Torrington Beverage has been so proud of for so many years. So when you need to quench your thirst, do it with a Pepsi product, Sobe, Brisk Lipton Tea, Rockstar, or Gatorade. Plus they have the juice to get you going in the mornings with Frappuccinos, Starbucks iced coffee, and Muscle Milk, helping supply this community with top-of-the-line drinks. Torrington Beverage is the proud sponsor of Goshen County Sports and believes in neighbors helping neighbors. Remember, that's Torrington Beverage. Get your thirst on.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full-service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our service department is open to serve you. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in town with the works for only $64.95. We are confident that once you experience our service, you'll never take your vehicle anywhere else. We service all makes and models. Stop by and visit today or call our team to schedule your appointment. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Torrington.
Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle is under new ownership. Johanna Abernathy would like to welcome new owners Dave and Heather Saul. The Sauls will continue to offer the same great customer service that you have come to expect from Ty's Pit Stop. Robert and Johanna owned and operated Ty's Pit Stop for 17 years. On behalf of Robert, Johanna would like to thank each and every customer over the years. They truly appreciated your business and wishes Dave and Heather Saul all the best in their new endeavor.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, getting all set for Torrington and Wheatland. Let's run through our game notes for tonight's game. Well, shouldn't this be a game that is played at the end of the season instead of week number 2 of conference play? Oh, well, at least the two story-old rivals can have the benefit of better weather this way, even though it might be a little bit of a slippery track. The High School Activities Association jumbled the conference schedule this year, so the Blazers and Bulldogs face each other early rather than late. With Torrington heading on back-to-back road trips to Sheridan County the next 2 weeks, they will be happy to play this one at home right now. What else needs to be said other than it's Wheatland week, and it's at home? Not many more years from now, this famous rivalry will turn 100 games old. Torrington dominates the all-time series 77-19 and one tie, with the last Bulldog victory coming 11 years ago. There was a lot riding on last year's game in Platte County, and it truly was an all-out mess of a football game. Neither team could get anything going, typically giving the ball up multiple times to the other side. The Blazers outlasted the Bulldogs 21-12. Something always seems to happen between these two to flip the momentum. Who will have that on their side tonight? Torrington did just enough to slip past Burns last week in overtime. The outcome for Wheatland was exactly the opposite, as the Bulldogs fell to Newcastle in extra frames at home. The key for the Blazers tonight is to somehow overcome the injury bug that has bitten them in the first half of the season and find a way to win once again, as there could be 3 leaders that are sidelined this evening for Torrington. The 98th meeting between the Bulldogs and the Blazers is up next on Cinch Country, KGOS, AM and FM, on the World Wide Web at KGOSKERM.com, and the KGOS Sports YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Kickoff coming up after this break.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Yo, Jake, what's up? Okay, Mom, on my way. Hey, girl, can you share your math notes? Whoa, that was close.
When you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove compartment. Just don't text and drive. The suspense won't kill you. Texting might. Between 2016 and 2020, nearly 1,800 people in Wyoming were injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. 53 died. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. A message from WYDOT.
Just getting wrapped up with starting lineups here as we're getting ready to kick this one off between Torrington and Wheatland. That'll give us a chance for Travis to run through some scores in Class 2A, perhaps elsewhere as well. And they are brought to you by TD Real Estate. Whether it's buying, selling, or managing your property, Ronnie with TD Real Estate is here to help. Ask about their tenant benefit program exclusive to TD Real Estate. Call Ronnie today at 338-3001. Travis, take it away.
Thanks, Grant. So we talked earlier about the number 1 team in Class 2A being Level last week. It looks like they're going to retain that again this week as they beat Lyman 12-6 in overtime. So again, Level over Lyman 12-6. Cokeville, number 5 Cokeville beat Pinedale 42-7. Mountain View and Thermopolis scored off today. That score is final as well. So number 4 Mountain View over Thermopolis 34-14. Right now we got a decent game going on here. Again, Burns and Newcastle. That game is in the second quarter. Burns is up on Newcastle 21-13. Still to start yet tonight, Tongue River at Upton Sundance. That game's going to be played in Upton. Bighorn at Glenrock, and, of course, our game here tonight in Torrington against our rivals, the Wheatland Bulldogs.
The Blazers breaking the huddle at midfield after being introduced in a half hour late. Might be running into the scoreboard show a little bit tonight. I'm sure that's the last thing that John wants to hear. But don't forget, Tim Hurst and the High School Football Scoreboard Show coming up on 98.3 Kerm FM at 10:05. We know when that's going to start. And again, this game delayed a little bit early. Those of you in the Torrington area, you saw the storm that came through during the 6 o'clock hour. And, of course, any time that lightning is flashing around, it's a 30-minute wait until kids can get out on the field. So that delayed warm-ups, which delayed our start here. But we are all set to get this one kicked off, as it'll be Stenson, I believe, back deep. Juan Stevens to put the toe to it, as the Blazers will be on defense to start. And we are underway finally here at Wiseman Field. Here's Stenson right up the middle. He's going to cut to the left side. Now cuts it up, still on his feet at the 30, and banged out of bounds as a flag comes in at about the 35-yard line. But we'll check the infraction.
It's a low kick there by the Blazers, and Stevens was able to field that off one hop and then take off running. But like Grant said, a couple of flags on the field, so we're going to have to see what's going on there.
Wheatland's marching backwards, so we assume that it's typically a block in the back or a hold in a situation like this on a run back. This is going to be a block in the back on the Bulldogs, and they'll set it down at the 25-yard line. So a penalty right off the bat on the Bulldogs. They'll have it 1st and 10. Brock Peasley, the Wheatland quarterback, second man through. Here comes Suko, and he'll be wrapped up immediately, but not before picking up 4 yards. As Juan Stevens steps up to stop him. They'll actually spot it at the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the play by Suko. And Wheatland quickly out of the huddle. They'll split a receiver to the left side, and a full house backfield once again behind Peasley up under center. He'll turn, hand to Petrosky, and he goes nowhere. Stacked up by the Blazer D, and that was led by 75, Jesus Chavez.
And Chavez just broke right through there and was able to shut him down right at the line of scrimmage. So nice play there by the Blazers.
That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Wheatland from their own 28-yard line. Good crowd on hand tonight here on the near side, and the cowbells will come out here on 3rd down. This time Wheatland will put 4 receivers in the pattern. Peasley will drop back into the shotgun. Has time, rolls to the near side, has more time, fires over the middle, and it's caught. 1st down, Stenson at the 45-yard line, out to about the 46 before he's driven backwards by Durant.
It's about an 18-yard pickup there by the Bulldogs. Torrington able to hold him on defense there for a long 3rd down, but just weren't able to cover him on that pass play there. A big 1st down there by Wheatland.
Peasley had all day back there. And at times it's been difficult for that Blazer front to get in the backfield. Fresh 4 for the Bulldogs. Right in front of us here at their own 46. Peasley will go back to the full house. And here comes Petrosky right up the middle, dodges 1 tackler. And then he's hog-tied by Caden Romig, who had a fabulous game last week, led Torrington in defensive points down in Burns. Drops Petrosky after a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
to Wheatland's offense there, just kind of delaying what they're going to do with the ball, and Petrosky was able to pick up 3 on that, but Torrington their defense able to just kind of stand fast and make a good tackle.
Bulldogs will split Anderson out to the right side. Peasley up under center. Full house backfield once again. Blazers will load the box with 5 guys. Here's the give. Suko. He'll get across midfield into Blazer territory down at the 48-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 3 on the play for Suko. 3rd down and about 4 now for Wheatland.
Torrington's done a good job of getting them to 3rd down, at least in these last 2 drives, so let's see whether they can hold them here.
Sargent with a stop for the Blazers and a big 3rd down once again for the Torrington defense. 3 receivers in the pattern for Wheatland. Peasley will drop back into the shotgun and fake the give. Peasley's going to keep it himself, has some room near side, has a 1st down, and still on his feet. They're going to say he didn't step out of bounds. Boy, I could see that from here that he did, and he'll get it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The hard running by the Wheatland quarterback, Brock Peasley, will pick up another 1st down for Wheatland.
So a 23-yard gain there by Peasley. Grant, I agree with you. It looked to me like he was out of bounds, kind of drugged down by his shoulder pads, but the officials didn't see the same thing, and he was able to pick up about 10 additional yards there.
So the Bulldogs in business. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Blazer 24. Full house backfield once again. Peasley up under center, and the give coming. Suko right up the middle, trying to pick his way through. Not much, as he'll be brought down on the play again by Romig. Not much, maybe a pickup of a couple on the play. We'll call it 2nd down. Well, we'll give him 3. 2nd and 7 from just outside the 20-yard line.
Torrington doing a decent job here on defense on those early downs, so let's see what they can do here. And while Wheatland's been able to move the ball down, it'd be nice to get a hold here.
Straight T across the backfield for Wheatland. 2nd man through is Petrosky. He'll be wrapped up by Brendan Flock, but not before he'll get it down to the 16-yard line. This is going to come up just a bit shy of a 1st down, as the Bulldogs, I believe, got to get it down to about the 14 for a 1st. 3rd and 3. Peasley up under center. Pitch back. Petrosky has some room far side. Then he's upended on a great play by Flock. Not going to get the 1st down. And maybe a pickup of 1 on the play. Going to be 4th down and about 2 for the Bulldogs. I do not know what kind of kicking game that Wheatland has, but looks like they're going to go for it, and they will.
2 huge plays there by Brendan to get good stops there for the Blazers.
Peasley up under center. The give is to Petrosky, and Petrosky's brought down. I don't think he made it. Then a late flag comes in. So hold the phone. Petrosky didn't get it on his own effort, but let's check the flag. If it's against Wheatland, the indication is holding on the Bulldogs, so the Blazers will decline this and get the football.
Well, not only the penalty helpful for the Blazers, but their defensive line right there really came up big and making that stop before Petrosky could get through and try to get the 1st down. So great defensive stand there by the Blazers.
So the Torrington defense holds, and we'll get a look at their first offensive possession. They'll have it 1st and 10 right at their own 15-yard line. And here comes sophomore Ryan Morehouse to lead the Blazers. The running back, Jacob Durant. Both of those players subbing in to those positions again this week. Here's a give. Durant right up the middle, hit hard, driven to the ground, but a good pickup by Durant of about 5 yards on the carry. Going to bang it out to the about the 21-yard line, good enough for pickup of 6 by Durant. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Durant just headed right toward the defensive line there, and then right at the last minute cut to the right and was able to pick up 5 on a nice little run for Torrington's first offensive play of the night.
3 receivers out in the pattern for the Blazers. Stevens, Flock out to the left side. Shields all alone to the right. He'll come in motion now behind the formation. And the give, Durant right up the middle. Tackled immediately. And making that stop is Petrosky. Not much here. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Blazers.
Also, big 3rd down here for Torrington. Not a lot of yards to go, but huge that they capitalize on that right now.
They'll send trips to the left side. Morehouse is in the gun. That shotgun snap was a little interesting last week. Morehouse going to keep it. Ryan trying to inch his way towards a 1st down. I think he's got it. Got to get it across the 25-yard line. I think he did. Out to the 26. That'll move the chains for the first time for the Blazers.
So a great little second effort there by Morehouse. He got hit at the line and was able to kind of spin his body around a little bit and push forward to pick up the 1st down.
Morehouse picked up 5 on the play. They'll set it down at the 27. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blazers from there. Stevens and Flock will split out to the left side. Morehouse back in the shotgun, and now this one will be whistled dead. The indication is it's going on the Blazers. And they're going to say they lined up offsides. So, first penalty on Torrington tonight. That'll back them up 5 to the 22, 1st and 15. Same formation once again with Morehouse in the gun and a running back to either side. Now Durant comes out of there, and they'll give to Shields, and Grayson Shields right up the middle, really dragging Bulldogs with him. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line and got a big chunk of it back right there.
Well, and Shields, just a nice little run. He saw avenue that he could take advantage of where Wheatland wasn't defending it, was able to cut up off to the right a little bit, and then once he was hit, still kept his legs running to pick up about probably 2 or 3 additional yards.
Yeah, it'll be an 8-yard pickup for Shields. 5 receivers out in the pattern now for Torrington. Going to try to spread Wheatland out here as Morehouse is all alone in the backfield in the shotgun. This will be blown dead. It'll be a timeout for Wheatland. I don't know if the Bulldog coaching staff was expecting to see 5 wide receivers out there and didn't like that, so they call timeout. We'll break as well. We are scoreless here in this story-old rivalry. 3:24 left, first quarter. It's Wheatland nothing, Torrington nothing, and back to Wiseman Field in 30 seconds.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Grant Jones, Travis Reinhart, Bubba Caith, all back here at Wiseman Field. Starting to cool down a little bit, but boy, no wind that I can really tell. The flag is completely dead. So pretty good night for football. We'll see what the Blazers do here on second down after that big pickup by Shields. It'll be Morehouse up under center, and he wants to throw. Here's a little inside shuffle pass, and that is incomplete. Didn't set up really well as there were Bulldogs in the backfield already, and probably a good thing that Durant dropped that.
Yeah, I think so, Grant. Like you said, a lot of Bulldogs in the area. Just looked like something was confused there. Morehouse thought he saw something, tried pitching it forward, and I think, like you'd mentioned, fortunately for the Blazers, it was incomplete.
Yeah, might want to put the shovel pass play on the back burner for a while. They'll send twins to either side. Morehouse will be in the gun. Now Baker will come in motion across the formation. Morehouse to throw, rolls far side. This is incomplete. Tried to flare it out there for Baker. It went over his head, and it'll be 4th down just like that for Torrington. 4th and 7, and the Blazers will be forced to punt.
Well, and on that play, Ryan was rolling out to the left, and Petrowski just came in and leveled him as he was letting go of the ball. So Morehouse wasn't able to get anything on it to try to let one of his receivers grab onto it.
Stevens will handle the punting duties for Torrington. He'll drop back to about his 27-yard line. Stenson back for Wheatland. And Stevens will boot it out of there. A nice kick that goes to the left side and will work its way out of bounds down at about the 35-yard line. As they run it out, they'll walk it back up. And it'll be right at about, yeah, they're going to put it at the 35. So 1st and 10, Wheatland from there. Don't forget, as we said before, we'll run right up into Tim Hurst probably tonight with this late start on the high school football scoreboard show, Kerm FM 98.3, 10:05. So make sure you get that. Wyoming Cowboys still holding on to that 10-point lead, 10-0 in Laramie over Air Force. You can hear that game on Kerm FM. But stick with us here. We're scoreless. Wheatland and Torrington Bulldog football. And the give is to Succo, right side. And Eric Succo will get it out to about the 38-yard line. Good enough for a pickup of 3 on the play. Ryan Baker, I believe, over there on the stop on the far side. Can still see a little bit of moisture from that earlier storm on the grass. And as we said, 2nd and 7. Wheatland will send 4 wide receivers out in the pattern now. And we'll give Petrowski, didn't get a good handle on the ball. Lucky he hung on to it. And there to greet him was Jacob Durant, pulling him down immediately. That'll be a loss of 1 on the play for Petrowski. But that ball was nearly loose.
Oh, Durant was there, right? I mean, I think he hit him at the same time that he caught the ball. It's lucky he wasn't there a second earlier, or a half a second earlier. It'd be Blazer ball, but what a play there by Durant.
Blazer fans getting fired up here on 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 8. 4 wide receivers out for Wheatland. Peasley's in the shotgun. Straight drop back, has time, fires over the middle, and incomplete. But it will be a pass interference call on Grayson Shields. Kind of ran right over the intended receiver, I believe. That was Anderson out there on the far side. Easy one to call there.
Yeah, super easy there. Those are hard plays to defend. If you don't see them all that often in high school sports, I don't know that you do. And Shields just wasn't kind of watching where his eyes were. All of a sudden, they put on the brakes and he ran right into him. So huge play there for Wheatland and a huge 1st down.
That's their 3rd of the game. 20 yards in penalties now against the Blazers. That's a 15-yard variety. High school, they mark it off from the line of scrimmage, not the spot of the foul. And a fresh 4 for the Bulldogs in Blazer territory now at the 48-yard line. Peasley fakes the give. Now he wants to run. Peasley right up the middle, takes on a couple of tacklers and finds his way all the way down to the 40-yard line. Boy, Mac Hibben, welcome to varsity football, as Mac got trucked by Peasley.
Well, and Hibben did a good job of slowing him down, and then once he got hit, he was able to grab onto his legs. I think that was a pretty big play for Hibben there.
Good enough for a pickup of 8 on the play by Peasley. 2nd down and 2. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right for Wheatland. Peasley's in the shotgun. And the give, Petrowski right up the middle. Hit immediately and dropped. And I think it was Big Key and Sargent. Nope, it was Ty Bennick that leveled him. So not much on that carry by Petrosky. We'll call it no gain. Still 3rd and 2 now for Wheatland. Keeping an eye on the clock, Travis. We're under 30 seconds to play here now, first quarter. And most possibly the final play here of the first quarter. Peasley's up under center, and the give right up the middle. They're not going to get it. Ryan Baker and Ty Bennett combine on the tackle. And that'll be for no gain as well. 4th down and 2, and decision time here for Cody Bolander and the Wheatland Bulldogs. He'll have the quarter break to decide as we have reached the end of the first quarter here at Wiseman Field. In your score, it's Wheatland 0, Torrington 0. Back for the second quarter in 1 minute.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Ready to start the second quarter here in a scoreless ball game with the Bulldogs and the Blazers. Wheatland's got it 4th down and 2. By all indications, they're going to go for it once again. Blazers stopped them on 4th down last time. Let's see if they can do it again. From the Blazer 40, Peasley to throw, fires and it's caught. First down, Suko, far side. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Chased out by Hibben. That'll be a pickup of 6.
It's a nice little quick hit there by Wheatland to pick up the first down and 6 yards there on the catch by Suko. So fresh new set of downs for Wheatland here as we start off the second quarter.
Bulldogs will split 3 receivers out to the right side, 1 to the left. Peasley shotgun once again. And fake the give. Peasley going to keep it himself. Has some room on the far side. Peasley's going to have a first down. Gets into the Blazers secondary and brought down by Hibben at the 20-yard line. Pickup of 15 on the play.
I'm not sure what happened there with the Torrington defense as Peasley just kind of rolled out to the left. They weren't sure what he was going to do. Held on to the ball, and a big gain for the Bulldogs.
They've been running a nice little read option there, Travis, from the shotgun position. And now Peasley wants to throw. Looking into the corner of the end zone, it's incomplete. Stride for stride with Anderson was Brendan Fluck. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line.
Peasley 2 for 2 on the night through the air for 29 yards. So it looks like Wheatland's going to try to open things up just a little bit. Not a ton here, as we haven't seen a whole lot of offense going into the second quarter, but they will throw the ball.
Bulldogs' second trip into the red zone into this game. Came up empty last time. This time Anderson will split out to the right side. Peasley up under center. Here's the counter give to Suko, looking for room on the far side. Gets it across the 15 down to the 10. Close to the 10 anyway. They'll mark it at the 12. That will bring up 3rd down and 2.
Stevens and Baker there on the stop, but not before Suko was able to pick up 8 yards for Wheatland. So huge third down play here for the Blazers.
Wheatland's going to stack everybody in. Peasley up under center. The give. Petrosky goes nowhere. Driven backwards. And I think it was Jacob Durant sticking his nose in there. Petrosky's going to lose yardage now. Back to the 13. It'll bring up 4th and 3. And another 4th down try here for Wheatland. Giving this crowd plenty to cheer about here and get excited about. As the Bulldogs having some trouble with personnel now, I think they're going to be forced to call another timeout, and they will. They've spent 2 in this first half of play, as Wheatland will get things figured out on this 4th down play. We'll break as well. 10:04 left. Clark and Associates scoreboard. Wheatland nothing. Torrington nothing in this second quarter of play. Back in 30.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
After the timeout, both teams break the huddle. It is 4th and 3. Wheatland from the Torrington 13-yard line. Anderson split to the outside. Here's the give. Suko right up the middle, and he's close. Has to get to the 10. Let's see where he got to. No, they're going to say short. It's Torrington football at the 11.
Just watching the officials, Grant, it looked like he was pretty close. I wouldn't have been surprised to see a measurement, but nope. Torrington held him to 2 yards out of the 3 that he needed, and now they have the ball deep in their own territory.
Short of the yard to gain, and the Blazers been pinned back. Good thing for them, they're keeping Wheatland out of the end zone, but really have their backs to the wall starting drives. Morehouse, shotgun, the give, and trying to get a number. I thought it was Durant, but it's not. They're lining Ryan Baker up in the backfield, and Baker with the carry. He'll grind out a couple. 2nd down and 8. Blazers trying to get a big body back there. Baker 6'2", 215. Getting a chance to play some running back.
And the Blazers in their offense kind of trying to keep Wheatland off balance. That's the 4th person to touch the ball from the backfield tonight for Torrington.
It'll be Durant now in the backfield with Morehouse in the shotgun as Flock comes through. Here's the pitch to him, almost a dangerous pitch there. Suko sniffed it out, and he's going to throw Flock for a big loss. Inside the 5, all the way back to the 4. This will be a loss of about 8 on the play, as it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 17 yards.
Well, as that play developed, Grant, it looked like both Morehouse and Flock were kind of running backwards, and on the option, I think we've got to always look to move the ball north and south, not just south, and they weren't able to do that for a huge loss.
Morehouse shotgun once again, 4 wide receivers out. He's just going to try to get some yards, but he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage, trying to get out of the end zone. And they will spot it at the 1. It'll be 4th down, Torrington from their own 1-yard line, and Stevens is going to line up with his heels an inch from the back line of the end zone. Snap to him is good. Now going to have to get it away quick. He does. A high end over-ender that Stinson will field at the 40. Heads right up the middle. Stinson with some room, tripped up by Romig at the 25-yard line. Falls forward after that. Grayson Shields down on the play. Now he's up on his feet. And they're going to spot it at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Wheatland with the short field.
Well, big time opportunity here for Torrington's defense to see if they can do what they've done the last 2 Wheatland possessions, and that's hold them out of the end zone. But with a short field, Wheatland looks to have the advantage in this case.
They're going to send 5 wide receivers out. Blazers could really help themselves getting some pressure here. Suko coming in motion. He's got the carry on the jet sweep. Cuts it up at the 20. Towards out of bounds, and he'll be tackled on the sideline by Jacob Durant, but this should be enough for a first down for the Bulldogs as they'll spot it down right at the 11. So Wheatland can get another first down at the 1. But it'll be the 6th first down of this first half for the Bulldogs. And they're in the red zone once again. Peasley, shotgun, 3 wide receivers out. The give is to Suko right up the middle. Slips 1 tackle. Suko loose on the left side. Now he's driven to the turf, but not before he's close to another Wheatland first down. They will spot it down at the 3, check it, at the 2-yard line, 2nd down and 1.
Suko and the Bulldogs right now just really working that right side of the Torrington defensive line and able to pick up some yards on both plays.
Wheatland going to try to punch it in here. Peasley up under center. The give, Suko off left tackle, didn't get there. I don't think he got the first either.
No, Grant, just as I say that, the right side, the entire right side was able to push him back, probably but for a loss of about a yard there on that play.
Braden Frazier was in on that stop. Call it no gain for Suko. And it'll bring up 3rd and 1 from the 2. Peasley, the give, Suko. This time he's dragging tacklers with him, and it appears that he might have enough for that first down at the 1-yard line. They'll stop the clock to take a look at it. It will be a 1st and goal, Wheatland at the 1. Peasley up under center. The give is to Petrosky, and Petrosky's in for the Wheatland score. Touchdown, Ryland Petrosky. And Wheatland takes the first lead of the ball game. Just a simple dive. And it'll be Tyler Bonin, a 6-foot junior, out to attempt the point after. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. And so, with 6:07 left here in the second quarter on the Clark & Associates scoreboard, Wheatland strikes first. It's Bulldogs 7, Blazers nothing. Back to Wiseman Field, 30 seconds.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Grant Jones, Travis Reinhardt, Bubba Caith Again, you can dial us up on YouTube and watch this thing. Go to YouTube and search KGOS Sports. You'll find us right there. This game also heard online at KGOSKERM.com. So no excuses not to listen or watch.
None, and I think we're going to have a great game here. Grant, here we are with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Wheatland just scored the first touchdown of the game to go up on the Blazers 7-0, so hopefully everybody's tuning in.
Let you check some scores here, Travis, immediately after the kickoff here as Bonin will get it teed up, boots it away. Shields this time going to take it on the hop all the way back at the 1 yard line. Shields heads right up the middle, and he's going to be caught back there inside the 10 yard line at about the 7. Oh, the momentum is to the boys in blue and white right now. Quick score check, Trev.
At halftime in Newcastle, the Dogies are down 21-13 to the Bronx of Burns. In the first quarter, Bighorn up 7-0 over Glenrock. Of course, this game here in the second quarter as Wheatland is beating the Blazers 7-0. Looking across 3A games, Star Valley won today pretty easy over 59-19 over Riverton.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blazers, again from the 7 yard line. Morehouse going to keep it himself from the shotgun position, and not much. Runs right into Rylan Petrosky. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play by Ryan. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
A few more scores here in 3A. Number 1, Cody over number 4, Buffalo, 21-7. That game's at the halftime up in Buffalo. Third quarter, Lander 17 over Evanston 14. At the halftime, Douglas has beaten Powell 28-0.
Blazers will split 2 receivers to the near sides. That's Shields, or check it, Stevens and Flock. Morehouse, shotgun, fires far side, a little too high for Grayson Shields. That will sail incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9, and Torrington again is in danger here of punting from deep in their own end.
Some final score here in 1A 9-man. Pine Bluffs over Wright 40-18. Number 5, Big Piney over Grable right now at the half, 26-12.
5 receivers out in the pattern for the Blazers. Wheatland will rush 4. Morehouse, quick hitter, far side. It's caught out there. Shields has some room. Shields out close to a 1st down. I think he's got it. Somebody lost a hat. That was Stenson on the Wheatland side. But boy, credit Grayson Shields for yards after catch right there. Did it all himself and grinded out a 1st down.
No kidding there, Grant. Shields was able just to grab onto that ball, turn toward the inside of the field, and then take off, and he showed his little burst of speed to pick up 10 there for a nice 1st down for the Blazers.
Blazers got the ball at the 19 yard line. Here's the give. Durant trying to get something going from that running back position. Not much here off right tackle. Met by a couple of Bulldogs over there, led by Drew Smilik. It'll be a pickup of only about 1 on the play to bring up 2nd and 9.
A couple more scores. Grant, local to us, Southeast right now is beating Moorcroft 20-0. That game in the second quarter, and I don't have a score right now on the Guernsey Sunrise Lingle Fort Laramie game. It just shows that one's in the 1st.
That ball game being played in Lingle. All Goshen County schools at home tonight. Morehouse to throw, looking over the middle. This one's picked off. Stenson with it at the 35 yard line, returning it to the 20 and banged out of bounds by Morehouse at the 17 yard line. So the first interception thrown by Ryan Morehouse, and Wheatland will be knocking on the door once again.
Well, and Ryan just kind of hung that one out there. Not sure, Grant, I wasn't watching on who that pass was intended for, but it was pretty easy for the Wheatland defenders just to come up and park underneath it for a huge interception there.
Big turnover for the Blazers. And the D has their backs against the wall. Peasley fakes the give, rolling near side, hangs this one up. It's incomplete. Well defended once again. Brendan Flock out there as he was draped all over Anderson.
And great defense there by Flock. Like you said, there wasn't any room for him to catch a breath and catch that ball. So Torrington now holds him to 2nd and 10.
Again, the ball at the 17. Wheatland leads at 7-0 here as we work our way towards halftime. Peasley, shotgun, looking to throw. Now he's getting pressure finally. This one put up in the air, and it'll sail incomplete. Grayson Shields on the coverage of Adam Suko out in the near flat. So 2 good defensive plays right there for the Blazers will bring up 3rd and 10. Now they'll get Ty Bennick in there, replacing Kean Sargent. Torrington anticipating pass here, going to try to get Bennick in the backfield. Wheatland will break the huddle. They'll send Anderson all alone, the lone receiver out to the left side, full house backfield behind Peasley under center. Here's a give, near side, Petrosky, down he goes! Ryan Baker slicing through and dropping Petrosky for the big loss. That will be a loss of 5 on the play, bring up 4th down and 15.
Huge play there by Ryan Baker. Like you said, Grant, loss of 5, and he just sniffed that out from the start. Baker was able to get right in there as soon as Petrosky got the ball and take him down. So huge 3rd down play by the Blazers.
Blazer fans trying to give their defense a little bit of a lift here. They're marching Wheatland backwards on this possession. Peasley to throw, has time, now breaking down. This is incomplete, over the middle. Looking for Anderson, threw it over his head, and Torrington has turned Wheatland over on downs twice now.
Well, that was a close one right there. If Hibben would have looked up, I think he would have had that ball right in his hands, but was trying to see what the offensive guy for Wheatland was going to do and just wasn't tracking the ball. Still a huge stop there for the Blazers.
Actually, that's the 3rd time I believe the Blazers have turned the Bulldogs over on downs. So 1st and 10 Torrington, they actually got some more breathing room as they're out across the 20-yard line. Morehouse up under center. The give, Durant right up the middle. Jacobs free, into the clear, into the 40, out to midfield, and Jacob Durant rips off a big run. 27 yards by Durant.
And nothing fancy there by Durant. He just got the handoff for Morehouse and was able to go straight up the middle for a nice 20, or what'd you say, Grant? 22-yard pickup?
27-yard pickup.
That's what I wrote down, but didn't want to say it for some reason.
Blazers going fast, and now the Ryan Morehouse hard count has Wheatland jumping off sides. So that'll bring up a 1st and 5. Now that those subs getting in there, getting some confidence now, namely Ryan Morehouse at quarterback, Jacob Durant in the backfield. Both replacing a couple of leaders on this ball club, Bryce Hager and Dylan Packard. Morehouse will be in the gun, now stops, takes a look over the Torrington sideline. Got 3 wide receivers out. The give is Durant right up the middle. Jacob Durant running hard. That Blazer offensive line plowing holes. And Petrosky will catch him from behind, but not before Durant gets it down to the 40-yard line. That's enough for a Blazer 1st down. That's their 4th. Torrington going fast once again. Now they'll stop, take a look at the sidelines. We got 2:06 left before our halftime break. Torrington trying to get in the end zone, tie this game. Now the pass far side, Stevens had it in his hands, Ended up dropping it, but one that Juan should have hauled in. Coverage there by Joey Frias for Wheatland. 2nd and 10.
And I think Stevens just thought he had it in his hands, was going to turn to try to go upfield a little bit, and took his eye off the ball for that split second, and unfortunately incomplete pass there.
Blazers will send Twins to the right side, Twins to the left. Morehouse, shotgun. Straight drop back, looking near side, fires, it's nearly picked off. Are they going to say he caught it? No. J.P. Anderson trying to argue that he caught Ryan Morehouse's pass before it hit the turf, but they will rule this incomplete. Just a little out ahead, I believe, of Shields on the quick little slant in. So Torrington dodges the bullet there. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10, Torrington. Again from the 40-yard line. Twins to either side once again. Morehouse is in the gun. And now Torrington will take a timeout. That'll be their first charge timeout of the first half. Comes at 1:53 left here in the second quarter on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. It's Wheatland 7, Torrington nothing. Back to Wiseman Field, 30 seconds.
Sports fans, Heartland Embroidery has all kinds of local sports gear that is hitting the shelves this fall. Get all the latest gear for Torrington, Southeast, and Lingle Fort Laramie. Heartland is also your headquarters for UW apparel, signs, clocks, and so much more. Plus, if you're interested in winning Wyoming football tickets, check out Heartland's Facebook and Instagram for details. Whether it's local sports or cowboy gear, it's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington.
Hang around here at halftime. We'll run through North Platte Physical Therapy, halftime stats. Take a break here at Wiseman Field. Torrington got some business to do. Before that, 1:53 left. They've got it 3rd and 10 at the Wheatland 40. Morehouse, shotgun, trips right. Shields all alone to the left. Morehouse to throw, looks, fires. It's caught! Stevens, first down and banged out of bounds at the 23.
Nice play there by both Stevens and Morehouse to pick up that 14-yard first down and keep this this quarter rolling.
Clock will be stopped at 1:47. Good time management here by the Torrington offense. 3 receivers out in the pattern. Morehouse in the shotgun. The give, Durant, and he's dropped immediately. Petrosky getting off his block, slicing through, and dropping Durant for a loss of 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. And maybe more importantly, start ticking time off the clock even more as we're down to 1:23. Blazers quickly out of the huddle, 2nd and 12. Morehouse to throw, pumps once, now looking for the end zone, looking for Shields, kind of threw it behind him. Grayson wasn't able to come back for it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Morehouse looking for that back shoulder on that play, and I don't know if Grayson slipped a little, it looked like, and wasn't able to head out over toward where the ball was thrown. So, like you said, Grant, incomplete pass here, bringing up 3rd down for the Blazers.
Twins to the left side, Shields all alone to the right. Morehouse is in the gun. Straight drop back, has time, looks, fires, and it's caught! Brendan Flock, touchdown Torrington, and a flag to boot for interference, but they won't need it. How about that?
Well, just great concentration there by Flock, Grant. He was hit as he was going up into the air to catch that ball, was able to focus enough to grab onto it, put his foot down, take a couple of steps in for the Blazers score. So what a play there by Brendan Flock.
Gutsy throw by the sophomore Morehouse too. Flock timed the jump perfect, went up, was interfered with. 2 officials threw flags on the play. Didn't matter. He caught it. Touchdown Blazers. Stevens had to attempt the point after. Morehouse the holder. Snap is good to him. Puts it down. Kick on the way. It is good, and we are tied with 1:05 left here in the second quarter. These old rivals, fitting that they would be tied. It's Wheatland 7, Torrington 7, and we're back in 30 seconds.
State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
So it's a 25-yard pitch and catch from Ryan Morehouse to Brendan Flock. Blazers strike pay dirt. Get the PAT to go, and we're tied up 7 apiece. Torrington's kickoff coverage has been spotty at times this year. Let's make sure that everybody puts a hat on a hat here. Stevens approaches. And it's a little squib kick. Ball's loose right at midfield, but I think Wheatland hopped on top of it. Torrington tries some trickery, and hopefully that won't come back to backfire on him, as the Bulldogs now have 1:04 on the clock and the ball right at midfield. So if Coach Bolander thought maybe we'll just run the clock out, maybe he's thinking differently now. So the onside kick doesn't work. Almost worked there for the Blazers. But the Bulldogs fall on it. We'll see what they decide to do here. They're going to send twins to the near side. Anderson all alone to the left. Peasley shotgun, wants to throw. Now receiving some heat. It's breaking down on him, and down he goes. The Blazers sack him. A host of them in there. I think Durant was in there. Also Jesus Chavez in there. I think they'll credit him with the sack. That'll be a loss of 5 on the play. Back him up to the 45-yard line. And clock will run. 35 seconds.
Great coverage there by the Blazers secondary. Give their line a chance to get in there and make that sack.
Trips to the left side. Single receiver to the right, breaking down on Peasley once again. He'll complete this pass to Suko. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage at midfield. And maybe nothing more. They'll set her down right at midfield. So that'll be a pickup of 5 on the play. 3rd and 10 now, as Suko went out of bounds, stops the clock at 22 seconds. And a big 3rd down here for the Blazer D. They'll send trips to the left side. Peasley, shotgun, back to throw, looking down the left side. This is picked off. Brendan Flock running it back at the 20, out to the 22, and the Blazers have an interception of their own.
Well, we've seen Flock tonight a couple of times just be, skinned up with his defender and able to knock the ball down on this one. He was tracking that pass the entire time, got the step on the guy that was supposed to catch the ball, and was able to come up huge with that interception with 11 and a half seconds left to go here before the half.
We'll see if the Blazers want to razzle-dazzle the Bulldogs here one last time or leave well enough alone, which it appears they will, as they'll all bunch up. Morehouse will take the snap, go down on a knee, and we've reached halftime here at Wiseman Field. A defensive battle. How else should it be between these two At halftime on the Clark & Associates scoreboard, it's Wheatland 7, Torrington 7. And we'll be back to take a look at first half stats after this 90-second break.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington not only serves the community with a personal touch for lawn and garden designs, but they also carry and sell sprinkler parts, weed barrier, and edging for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Once you stop in, you'll find all kinds of additional items you'll want to add to your lawn and gardens. Plus, Rob will be more than happy to discuss design ideas that you might want to incorporate into your landscaping. Just make the call to 532-6067. Landscaping Plus in Torrington.
The heart. It's a big deal to your overall health. At Memorial Hospital of Converse County, we have a team of dedicated healthcare providers who make patient-centered care the hallmark of what they do. Dr. Alan Mattern, a board-certified cardiologist and graduate of the Yale School of Medicine, sees patients weekly in our medical office building, and our cardiopulmonary team focuses on heart and lung health with tireless dedication. We are proving that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Find out more at conversehospital.com.
Halftime stats brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy. Say, North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game on and off the field. Marnie and her crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. Stop by at 1301 East M Street or call them 532-5355. North Platte Physical Therapy, providing quality professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. 2 scores in that first half, nothing in the first quarter. Wheatland strikes first with 6:07 to play, as both these squads, Blazers actually forced the Bulldogs out on downs 3 times in that first half. But I believe it was following the interception. Wheatland got the ball in the end zone. That was Rylan Petrosky from 1 yard out. The kick was good. That made it Wheatland 7, Torrington nothing. But the Blazers with the big score to end the half with 1:05 left in the second quarter. Brendan Flock goes high up in the air towards the near sideline, right at the goal line. Interfered with. 2 officials throw flags. He still comes down with the ball from Ryan Morehouse. That's a 25-yard touchdown for Brendan. Stevens' kick was good, and we're tied up here at half, 7 apiece. The Blazers finished the first half with 5 first downs, Wheatland with 7. Been a pretty clean ball game overall. Torrington penalized twice for 20 yards, Wheatland twice for 15, and both teams have thrown an interception in this one as Flock picked off Peasley just a moment ago. I'll send it over to Travis here for further look at your team and individual stats.
Thanks, Grant. So a little bit of an in-depth look here for the Wheatland offensive stats. Number 25, Sukos, ran the ball 10 times tonight for 46 yards. Petrowski's ran it 9 times for 3 yards, and Peasley's kept the ball 4 times for 14 yards. So 23 rushes for the Bulldogs for a total of 63 yards. Through the air, Peasley's thrown the ball 9 times, completed 3 of those passes for 31 yards. His receivers, he targeted Anderson 3 times with no catches. Suko got targeted 4 times, caught 3 of those for 12 yards, and then Stinson with the largest catch of the night for 18 yards. So total offense here for the Bulldogs in the first half, they've managed only 94 yards. For the Blazers, a little bit different look here. They've run the ball 12 times. It looks like this. Durant's carried it 6 times for 36 yards. Morehouse has kept it 3 for 4 yards. Flock kept it that 1 time early on in the first quarter and lost 8 yards. And then Shields with a carry for 2 yards. Baker with a carry, Shields for 8 yards. And Baker with a carry for 2. So 12 12 rushes for the Blazers for a total of 61 yards. Through the air, took Ryan a little bit to get going. He'd actually thrown 4 passes before he made a completion. He's 4 of 11 tonight for 49 yards, but really the big story for him is that touchdown pass to Flock for 25 yards. So his receivers, like I said, Flock was targeted twice, had that touchdown catch for 25 yards. Stevenson has been targeted 3 times, caught one of those for 14 yards, and then Shields targeted 3 times with 1 catch there. So 110 total yards of offense for the Blazers. Pretty close game offensively, Grant. We kind of expected that.
Pretty close all the way around, Travis. Both teams have thrown a pick. You said stat-wise, both of them pretty even there. This should be a very, very interesting second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a break here from Wiseman Field and be back with that second half of action as, again, on the Clark & Associates scoreboard here at halftime, it's Wheatland 7, Torrington 7. Third quarter coming up after bit.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
Bloodhorn Lumber has a way for you to save big on the first Saturday of every month. And all you have to do is become a Rewards Program member. Stop in the store today and get enrolled. Then, the first Saturday of every month, when you shop at Bloodhorn Lumber, they'll take 10% off your entire purchase, no matter what it is. It's that easy. Become a Rewards Program member today. Stop in at Bloodhorn Lumber and sign up. Located at 219 West 21st Avenue.
Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry is now Platte River Family Dentistry. They're proud to welcome Dr. Lance Lucas to their practice. A Wheatland native, Dr. Lucas graduated from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Dentistry and is excited to get involved in the Torrington community. Dr. Lucas shares Platte River Family Dentistry's philosophy of providing patients with the highest quality of dental care in a gentle and efficient manner. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448 or find them on Facebook.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Premier Bone & Joint Center's team of board-certified physicians brings decades of combined experience in diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating orthopedic conditions in their respective subspecialties. Whether we're working with children, senior citizens, or University of Wyoming athletes, we ensure our patients always receive compassionate, thorough, and effective care to restore quality of life. Visit us online at premierboneandjoint.com. Wherever you need us, we'll be there with 9 locations across Wyoming. Premier Bone & Joint Centers, worthy of Wyoming.
Supporting our youth, that's what Torrington Beverage has been so proud of for so many years. So when you need to quench your thirst, do it with a Pepsi product, Sobe, Brisk Lipton Tea, Rockstar, or Gatorade. Plus they have the juice to get you going in the mornings with Frappuccinos, Starbucks iced coffee, and Muscle Milk, helping supply this community with top-of-the-line drinks. Torrington Beverage is the proud sponsor of Goshen County Sports and believes in neighbors helping neighbors. Remember, that's Torrington Beverage. Get your thirst on.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our service department is open to serve you. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in town with the works for only $64.95. We are confident that once you experience our service, you'll never take your vehicle anywhere else. We service all makes and models. Stop by and visit today or call our team to schedule your appointment. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Torrington.
Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle is under new ownership. Johanna Abernathy would like to welcome new owners Dave and Heather Saul. The Sauls will continue to offer the same great customer service that you have come to expect from Ty's Pit Stop. Robert and Johanna owned and operated Ty's Pit Stop for 17 years. On behalf of Robert, Johanna would like to thank each and every customer over the years. They truly appreciated your business and wishes Dave and Heather Saul all the best in their new endeavor.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Yo, Jake, what's up? Okay, Mom, on my way. Hey, girl, can you share your math notes? Whoa, that was close.
When you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove compartment. Just don't text and drive. The suspense won't kill you. Texting might. Between 2016 and 2020, nearly 1,800 people in Wyoming were injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. 53 died. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. A message from WYDOT.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
It feels good to be free. Free to come and go. Set your pace and choose your path. Banner Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists for the road less traveled, and the healthcare professionals you know for a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide breadth of care, making healthcare easier so life can be better.
We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
When it comes to putting up fences, corrals, and additional outbuildings on your farm or ranch, you can always count on Century Lumber to have on hand the materials you'll need for all kinds of projects. 3.5 by 6.5, 5 by 8, or 6 by 8 treated posts. They also carry sizes of panels and supplies for the fencing you may need to put up this year. And no matter the tank size you need for your herd, they have all sizes to choose from. They know that jobs around the farm and ranch are never ending, and that's why they're ready to help you out. Century Lumber, Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Attention Goshen County sports fans. Heartland Embroidery has all kinds of local sports gear that is hitting the shelves this fall. Get all the latest gear for Torrington, Southeast, and Lingle Fort Laramie. Heartland is also your headquarters for UW apparel, signs, clocks, and so much more. Plus, if you're interested in winning Wyoming football tickets, check out Heartland's Facebook and Instagram for details. Whether it's local sports or cowboy gear, it's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington.
This is Julia at First State Bank in Torrington. We have totally righteous accounts, dude. Our totally free checking is a free account for everyone. Get free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a Magnavox Bluetooth portable speaker. Our way of saying thank you. Visit us at one of our gnarly locations in Wheatland, Torrington, Guernsey, or Casper today. First State Bank in Torrington, division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking, member FDIC.
Getting ready to start the third quarter here. It's Wheatland 7, Torrington 7, and we'll take the opportunity to check in with another TD Real Estate scorer update. Here's Travis.
Thanks, Grant. So in 4A, final scores up there. Number 1, Cheyenne East over Laramie 63-7. Number 2, Sheridan beat Rock Springs 39-28. And number 4, Natrona beat Kelly Walsh 26-6. In the fourth quarter, Campbell County over Cheyenne South 44-10. And at the half, Thunder Basin barely over Cheyenne Central 28-21. In 3A, we mentioned it a while ago, number 2, Star Valley over Riverton 59-19. Cody 21, Buffalo 13, that game in the fourth quarter. Lander over Evanston right now 24-14, that game in the fourth as well. Douglas over Powell 28-7 in the fourth quarter. And in the third quarter, we have number 5, Warland beating Green River 28-6. Across 2A, we'll quickly cover some of the finals. Lovell over Lyman, 12-6. That game was in overtime win for Lovell. Cokeville over Pinedale, 42-7. Mountain View over Thermopolis. That game went final, 34-14. In the third quarter, we have Burns, 28 over Newcastle, 13. That game is actually in a lightning delay right now. And at the half, Bighorns beating Glenrock 28-0. And, of course, for you guys listening here, you know that the Bulldogs and the Blazers are all knotted up at 7 here as we start the third.
Appreciate the score update, Travis. And, of course, those Wyoming Cowboys over on Kerm FM, they got themselves a late fourth quarter lead, 17-14 over Air Force. Who would have thunk it? We'll see if they can finish it off. Shields fumbles the kickoff, picks it up, heads right up the field, and that prevented a big run back by Grayson, but he still bangs it out to the 27-yard line.
Shields kept his composure there and just kind of watched the ball bounce a few times in front of him and grabbed it off the ground. And like you said, Grant was able to get up to the 27. So not a terrible place for the Blazers to start the second half.
In fact, they'll spot it down at the 28. So the Blazers with that catch by Flock for the score right towards the end of the first half. Now they have the football once again here in the third quarter. See how that works out. Baker will come in motion, and this time Ryan Morehouse will just keep the ball himself. Stiff arms one guy, gets it out across the 30, and falls forward out to about the 32. That's good enough for a pickup of 4 on the play by Ryan. Second down and 6. Twins to either side go the receivers. That includes Baker splitting out. Morehouse in the shotgun. Straight drop back. Quick hitter far side. It's caught. Flock shakes off one tackler. Can't shake away from Suko, however. And down he goes for pretty much no gain here, depending on the spot. Yeah, catch for 0 yards for Brendan. 3rd down and 6. And a big play here by the Torrington offense. Blazers and Bulldogs, again, all tied up 7 apiece in this huge conference tilt. Torrington will send Twins to the right side. Shields all alone to the left. Morehouse shotgun. Straight drop back. Looking. Fires. And it's caught. And might be an interference flag to boot at the 38-yard line. This is not enough for the first down. But if this is an interference call, it would be.
Well, Steven just kept his concentration as he was hit from behind. Probably about a second before the ball hit him. So we'll see what the call is here.
So they're talking to Steinmetz, and we would think that this would be assessed against the Bulldogs. No indication from the white hat yet. So they're going to march it back, and they will take the pass interference penalty on Wheatland to give themselves a first down. 15-yarder, going to march it out across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. 30 yards in penalties now for the Bulldogs. And Torrington has a fresh 4. Twins to the right side. And Shields will run out to the left. Morehouse shotgun once again. And the give, Durant off left tackle, picking his way through. Now breaks into the clear. Durant, a first down inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle by Joey Frias.
It was,
for
but
Wheatland.
Not before Durant ran over a couple of the Wheatland defenders. He just was hit, and it took him a half a second. He kept going for about a 15-ish yard pickup, Grant. So nice run there by Durant.
He does a really good job in that running back position of feeling the defense. Now this will be a quarterback keeper by Morehouse, and Ryan's got some room inside the 35 down to the 31. This good enough for a pickup of about 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and a long 3 for the Blazers.
It's a nice little run there by Morehouse as Torrington's bringing the momentum out of the locker room and moving the ball here in the start of the 3rd quarter.
Twins to the right side, single receiver Shields to the left. Morehouse shotgun once again with Durant beside him. The give is to Jacob right up the middle. He goes nowhere. Slicing through, messing that play all up is Gabe Haroldson. Going to throw Durant for a loss. Back to the 34. And that will be a loss of 3 on the play for Durant. 3rd down and 6. Stevens and Flock to the right, Shields to the left. Morehouse shotgun once again. Wheatland will rush forward. Durant up the middle, got some good blocking, and he's got a first down once again inside the 25. Down to the 22-yard line goes Jacob Durant.
So first down there for the Blazers and another pickup of 12 for Durant as he's running hard coming out of the locker room here.
Boy, the trap blocking working to perfection right now for Torrington. Blowing big holes in that Wheatland D. This time, same formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Morehouse drops the shotgun snap, has to go back and fall on it at the 33. This will be a big loss of nearly 10 yards. They'll put it down at the 32. So it will be a 10-yard loss for the Blazers, 2nd and 20.
Not really sure what happened there, Grant, if the ball just got past Ryan, if he wasn't watching or what the deal was there, but a big loss there for the Blazers. Let's see if they can make that up right here on this play.
Blazers had some issues with that last week in Burns. 4 receivers out in the pattern now. Morehouse to throw. Has time now, flushed out of the pocket. Ryan's on the run, and he'll be ran out of bounds inside the 20, down to the 16, so Morehouse gets a huge chunk of it back. Good enough for about a 16-yard pickup. It'll bring up third down. Yeah, we'll call it a 15-yard gain by Morehouse. 3rd and 5. Three receivers to the left side. Another bad snap. Morehouse has to go back and fall on it at the 24. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like Ryan got a little bit anxious on that snap and took off running before he had his hands on the ball and then had to fall down on it. So momentum can get you somewhere. It also causes adrenaline, and hopefully Ryan can figure out how to settle that down a little bit.
4th down and 11. Torrington will go for it. Not nearly what they wanted, though, from that previous play. Durant out of the backfield in motion. Morehouse to throw, looks over the middle. It's incomplete. Ryan Baker tried a one-handed stab at it out of his tight end position, but couldn't haul it in, and Torrington will give it up on downs to Wheatland at the 23-yard line.
Well, it looked like Baker just maybe got twisted around there a little bit. Nice pass by Ryan. He was open for sure, but tried to make that one-handed catch as he was spinning around and wasn't able to bring it down. So good start to the third quarter. Unfortunately, ended in a 4-down turnover for the Blazers.
So here comes Wheatland. Peasley up under center. The give is to Suko. Nothing there. Ty Bennick shuts that down all himself. Dropping Suko right at the point of attack. No gain.
Nice play there by Bennick. He just kind of ran him over there, Grant, to make sure that he didn't get anywhere past the line of scrimmage.
So on 2nd down, the give this time is to Petrosky. He shakes off one tackler. Going to have a 1st down as he's banged out of bounds at the 40. Flag in the backfield, however, as Kean Sargent's on his back there. So this looks to come back. That's what it'll be. Everybody walking back. Spot of the foul was the 24. It'll be a hold against the Bulldogs, and this will pin him deep. 10 yards from that spot. They'll set her down on the 14.
Huge penalty there against the Bulldogs as he looked to gain about 17 yards on that. Instead, like Grant said, they're going to march him back another 10. It'll bring up 2nd and 20 for Wheatland.
Bulldogs will split 2 out to the right side, 2 out to the left. Peasley's in the gun. Torrington will rush 4, perhaps 5. Romig will come, and just a quick hitter out there as Anderson has it. That closes in quickly. Mac Hibben dropping him after a short gain. And down at the 19. They'll spot it down at the 20. That's a pickup of about 7 yards on the play by Anderson. 3rd down and 12. Four wide receivers out for Wheatland once again. Peasley's in the gun. Straight drop back, has time. Now it's breaking down on him. Fires over the middle, and this is picked off once again. Brendan Flock with his 2nd pick of the night at the Wheatland 45-yard line, down immediately. And we have a flag on the field. This is going to be an ineligible man downfield on the Bulldogs. Torrington will wave this off.
Well, Flock's been a little bit of everywhere on that pass coverage tonight. We know he's been thrown at about 5 times I can think of now. 3 of them he covered great, 3 of them he covered great, and then 2 interceptions for Flock. So he's having one heck of a defensive night here for the Blazers. Grant, I was just looking, and Friday nights are usually reserved for high school football, but one game in college that all of us are probably wondering about is that game over in Laramie, and the Cowboys pulled off the 17-14 victory over Air Force.
Unbelievable. What a win for Craig Bull and the Cowboys. First down, Blazers, pitch back coming. This is Durant, I believe, right up the middle across the 45, down close to the 40-yard line. That was Jacob. That's good enough for a pickup of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 as this third quarter's moving right along. Somebody must have told them that Tim Hurst got a high school football scoreboard show to do, and everybody wants to listen at 10:05. 2nd and 5. Durant right up the middle. This one going nowhere. Durant spun backwards. Falls forward, however, across the 40. Down to about the 38. Good enough for a pickup of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Blazers at the Wheatland 38-yard line. Boy, what a win by the Pokes. And now they get to go on the road to Provo next week. Take on BYU. That'll be an 8:15 late kickoff next Saturday night. Morehouse fakes the give. Ryan trying to run away from Mickelson. Can't do it. Puts his head down. He's close to a Blazer first down. Going to come up just a yard shy, it looks like. They'll set it down at about the 36. And it'll be 4th down and 1 for Torrington, no doubt. 4-down territory here for the Blazers.
Ryan just peeling off to the right there, trying to get to the outside, and wasn't able to get quite far enough to pick up the first down. Nice stiff arm, though. Picked up a couple of yards there for Morehouse.
So we'll see if the Blazers can punch it across that first down marker. Trips to the right side. Everybody else kind of bunched in. I think Torrington will take a timeout. They were running low on time on that down. And they'll stop the clock with 2:42 left here in the third quarter. Clark and Associates scoreboard. Blazers driving. Got a big 4th down when we return. It's Torrington 7, Wheatland 7. Back in 30.
Hi, I'm Sue Davis at J.G. Elliott Insurance. We work with several insurance carriers, which means when you choose us, we can give you several home insurance quotes in one on an easy-to-compare format. We do the shopping for you so you can make the best choice when it comes to protecting your happy home. To find out more about J.G. Elliott Home Insurance, please stop by our office at 302 West 21st Avenue or call 532-2147. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Grant Jones, Travis Reinhardt, Ryan Kaith back live at Wiseman Field. Bet it'll be just a nice quiet night in Laramie and everybody will go to bed early. Do you think?
Yeah, especially on a Friday night with a big win there over Air Force. I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen.
The goalpost might be coming down grand right now. 4th down and 1. Blazers going to operate off of a wildcat. It comes right to Morehouse. Ryan's got a first down across the 25. He was down when the football came loose at the 21, but a good play design there in the timeout, and the Blazers get the first.
Nice play drawn up, like you said, Grant, by the Blazers. Nobody, I think, expected Morehouse to come out of that and pick up 15 yards in the first down. So heck of a play there by Torrington.
Blazers can take control of this ball game now. 2:20 left here in the third. They are driving just outside of the red zone. Morehouse up under center. The give, Durant off left tackle. Pushing his way forward. Gets it down to the 16. Got a little help on the backside there by Ty Bennick. They'll give him 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Now under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Blazers will split a receiver to either side. That's Stevens and Flock. Morehouse going to keep it himself. Slips 1 tackle. Coming to the left side. Falls across the 15. Down to about the 13-yard line. Couple of yards shy of a first down. Pickup of 3 by Morehouse. 3rd and 2. Blazers now trying to grind out some yards. And let that experienced offensive line do some work. 3rd and 2, Morehouse. Up under center, this will be blown dead. Somebody might have left early. Going to say the Blazers lined up off sides, unless it was just a false start that they indicated that way. Same yardage, same type of penalty. Blazers penalized now 3 times for 25 yards, but that's a biggie. Turns a 3rd and 2 into a 3rd and 7. Now Morehouse will slip into the shotgun. Quick hitter near side. It's over the head of Stevens, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Thought maybe the 6'3" Stevens could have climbed the ladder there. Maybe a little bit more. Go up and get that ball.
It was an interesting pass there. 3 defenders for Wheatland kind of right in that area. And Ryan just out of the outreached arms of Stevens, unable to make the catch.
Blazers going to try a field goal here. This a long one. Going to set it down on the 26-yard line. This will be a 36-yard attempt for Juan Stevens. Right hash. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Juan Stevens breaks the tie with a 36-yard field goal. With 27.5 seconds left here in the third quarter, Clark and Associates scoreboard, it's Torrington 10, Wheatland 7, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington not only serves the community with a personal touch for lawn and garden designs, but they also carry and sell sprinkler parts, weed barrier, and edging for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. Once you stop in, you'll find all kinds of additional items you'll want to add to your lawn and gardens. Plus, Rob will be more than happy to discuss design ideas that you might want to incorporate into your landscaping. Just make the call to 532-6067. Landscaping Plus in Torrington.
Juan Stevens has given the Torrington Trailblazers their first lead of the ball game on a 36-yard field goal to make it 10-7. As we wind our way down to the end of the third quarter. And I doubt we see an onside kick here. Just a little pooch kick, though, by Stevens. It's rolling free at the 19-yard line. Picked up there by Stenson. Dodging tacklers, and down he goes at the 29. That was interesting.
Well, it looked like we had somebody breaking off to the left of the formation there. I thought they were going to beat him down to the ball, and then all of a sudden Wheatland was able to pick it up and head forward for a small pickup there on that return.
Stevens just found an open spot on the field and put it there. Pretty talented kicker. What do you think of the ones that have come through here? Nathan Stitt, Chase Miller. Juan Stevens, the next in line. Here's the give. Petrosky right up the middle. He goes nowhere. Maybe a pickup of a yard on the play. Dropped right there by Jacob Durant. Also Caden Romig nearby. Caden Romig tips the tape measure at all of 5'4". But what a defender he is. Always near the ball. Maybe those blockers can't find him.
It's those short guys that can sneak their way into the backfield and make plays happen.
We've reached the end of the third quarter on the Clark and Associates scoreboard. It's Torrington 10, Wheatland 7. Back for the fourth and final 1 minute.
The heart. It's a big deal to your overall health. At Memorial Hospital of Converse County, we have a team of dedicated healthcare providers who make patient-centered care the hallmark of what they do. Dr. Alan Mattern, a board-certified cardiologist and graduate of the Yale School of Medicine, sees patients weekly in our medical office building, and our cardiopulmonary team focuses on heart and lung health with tireless dedication. We are proving that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Find out more at conversehospital.com.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
Starting out the fourth quarter quickly. A quick shot taken by Peasley, and he hits J.P. Anderson. Good enough for a pickup of 7 on the play. Gets it out to the 37-yard line. Third down and 3 now for Wheatland. Fake the give. Peasley going to keep it himself. He'll have enough for a first down, and as he's run out of bounds by Durant. Blazers lucky they avoided a late hit out of bounds over on the Wheatland sideline.
Well, sometimes it helps to have a lot of folks over there. Grant, there was a whole bunch going on, and I think the officials just weren't able to see it. So, like you said, Torrington lucky that there wasn't a flag thrown on that play.
That'll be Wheatland's 8th first down of the contest. Their offensive output has really slowed down here in the third quarter. Now we're in the fourth, and they've got a fresh 4. Petrosky, left tackle, grinding out yardage. Bennett gets him, but not before he gets to midfield and into Torrington territory at the 49. That's good enough for a pickup of 7 on the play by Ryland Petrosky. Second down and a short 3 now for the Bulldogs in Blazer territory. Torrington leads it 10-7. Twins right and left for Wheatland. Peasley shotgun. Going to keep it himself. Heads right up the middle, trying to pick his way through. Close to a first down. Going to come up just a bit shy. A host of Blazers there on the stop, led by Ty Bennick.
Frazier in there also for the tackle there for the Blazers.
It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Wheatland. Blazers got to be careful here that the Bulldogs don't take a quick shot down the field. Haven't punted yet, I believe, in this game. Peasley now, though, up under center. Going to hand it off. Petrosky, first down and more, across the 45, tackled from behind by Durant, down at the 41-yard line. The Bulldogs with another fresh 4. Both teams now with 9 first downs in the contest.
Petrosky just able to stay low there on the left side of the line and was able to pick up about 5 there for another Bulldog first down.
Wheatland will bunch everybody in tight. Just going to make the Blazers step up and stop them. Peasley fakes the give, wants to throw, now receiving heat, fires, and it's incomplete. Tried to squeeze one into Stenson over the middle of the field. Nice deception there by the Bulldogs as they had Anderson roaming free down there after everybody was bunched in tight. It'll bring up 2nd and 10, again from the Blazer 41. Twins right and left for Wheatland. Peasley in the gun. Fake the give. Peasley's going to keep it himself. Heads to the left side, picking his way through, and then banged out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Peasley slow to get up on the far side. They'll spot it down at about the 36. Just shy of the 36. It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 5 now for Wheatland. Anderson split out all alone to the right side. Here's the counter give. Suko trying to find some room, can't do it. He's ran out of bounds. Out there as Ryan Baker ran him out. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play by Suko. 4th down and 4 now for Wheatland.
Torrington, nothing doing there. They didn't fall for that play as they were able to, like you said, just kind of force Suko toward that out-of-bounds line on the left side of the field.
Everybody bunched in tight for this 4th down play. See if the Blazers can answer the bell. Oh, they get him to jump. This is going to be a 1st down. The hard count by Peasley gets Torrington off sides. Well, Peasley says to Ryan Morehouse, anything you can do, I can do better. Morehouse got the Bulldogs to jump in the first half. But now Wheatland with a fresh 4. Here's a give right up the middle. Petrosky going left side. Tripped up on a great play by Grayson Shields. Stills falls forward for positive yardage. It'll be a gain of 4 by Petrosky. 2nd down and 6. Ball sitting just outside of the 26-yard line. Same formation. Everybody in tight. Peasley up under center. Wants to throw. Now he's under serious heat from Stevens. Or check it from Hibben. Runs away from it. And Peasley's loose down the near sideline. Going to have a 1st down. Going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Oh my. Hibben had him dead to rights. And Peasley, a great athletic play just to run away from him.
A huge 22-yard pickup there by Peasley. And like you said, Hibben was right on him and reached out to grab onto him and just slipped off. And the next thing you know, Peasley with a 22-yard pickup.
So now the Bulldogs point blank here, trying to retake the lead. Peasley, the give. Petrosky right up the middle, goes nowhere. Led right there defensively by Jesus Chavez. Maybe lost a half a yard on the play. They'll mark it just inside the 5. 2nd and goal. Clock moving, 7:48 left. And again, Torrington by 3. 10-7. Trying to hold Wheatland out of the end zone. Peasley, pitch back. Petrosky left side looking for some room out there. And the Blazers string it out. And Grayson Shields takes his feet out from under him. Not much on that one. We'll call it no gain. They're still spotting it at the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal.
It's a foot race to the corner there. And Shields was just able to keep up with Petrosky step for step and able to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. So great defensive play there by Torrington.
They'll split Anderson out near side. Only wide receiver in the pattern. The give. Suko right up the middle, trying to bowl his way through. Still on his feet, close to the end zone. but not getting in is Eric Suko. They'll spot it down at the 1-yard line. 4th down and goal.
Huge stop here for Torrington coming up on 4th and goal. See if they can get it done right here.
Crowd really comes to life now on 4th and goal. Peasley, the give, Suko, and he's in. Touchdown, Wheatland. Just kept his feet, picked his way through, just kind of spun off the left tackle. And the Bulldogs have the lead back.
Looked like he was hit right at the line, but like you said, Grant able to spin toward the outside and keep his feet and in for the 1-yard touchdown.
Bonin to attempt the point after. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way. And it is no good. He missed it wide left. And so, with 6:13 left in this contest, it's Wheatland 13 and Torrington 10. Back to Wiseman Field, 30 seconds.
Bloodhorn Lumber has a way for you to save big on the first Saturday of every month. And all you have to do is become a Rewards Program member. Stop in the store today and get enrolled. Then, the first Saturday of every month, when you shop at Bloodhorn Lumber, they'll take 10% off your entire purchase, no matter what it is. It's that easy. Become a Rewards Program member today. Stop in at Bloodhorn Lumber and sign up. Located at 219 West 21st Avenue.
Grant Jones, Travis Reinhardt, Ryan Keith. Back live at Wiseman Field. We'll be on the road next week, our first of back-to-back trips to Sheridan County as the Blazers travel to Bighorn for a 6 o'clock kickoff. Just trying to think through in my mind if I'm right. That was the Blazers before, well, so far yet this year. We don't know what's going to happen in this ball game, but that was the Blazers' only conference 2A loss since they went down to 2A. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be taken by Shields inside the 20. Grayson heads right up the middle. Gets some footing under him out past the 30. Out to about the 33-yard line before he's pushed backwards. So good starting position for the Blazers, who are going to attempt to try to drive it down the field here and answer Wheatland's score. It's 13-10 Bulldogs. Morehouse up under center. Durant in the backfield. Morehouse, the give, Durant, he goes nowhere. Spun down by, not really sure who was on that stop, 78, I don't have him on the roster. Pickup of 1 on the play by Durant, 2nd and 9. Keeping an eye on the clock, 5:39 left to go. And can Torrington mount a drive when they need to? They'll send 3 receivers out in the pattern. Morehouse in the gun. And this one, having trouble with this snap, just going to go back and cover it at the 22-yard line. Those are just killers. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Grant, that snap looked like it just went right over the head of Morehouse, and unfortunate for a big loss there. And like you said, 4:58 on the clock and counting here in the 4th. Torrington needs to get something going here.
That's the danger of the shotgun with a young quarterback. Hands got to move so quick to wherever that ball's coming. Now the Blazers really up against it. Morehouse to throw. has time. Airs it out on the near side looking for Flock. It's incomplete. Jump ball right there with J.P. Anderson. That time, Flock wasn't able to crawl the ladder to get it. And that'll bring up 4th and long now. The Blazers will be forced to punt and get it done with their defense.
Well, and unlike the last time, Grant, you're right. Flock didn't have position on his defender and wasn't able to just go up above him enough to make that catch. But great play overall. Just didn't fall for the Blazers.
Stevens going to stand at his 10. Good snap to him. Juan will bang it out of there. This is a high wobbler that's going to take a Blazer bounce at midfield. Picked up by Stenson at the 43. Heads left side. Out of bounds he goes towards the Wheatland sideline and into Blazer territory at about the 41-yard line. So we'll see, I'm sure, a little ground and pound by Wheatland here. The Blazers can stop the clock with 2 timeouts. But they're really up against it now with 4:21 left.
Well, and Torrington's had some opportunities, or has not necessarily had opportunities, but done some good things on defense throughout this game and stopping Wheatland. Right now we need to see if they can get that momentum to shift their direction and get a big stop here.
Peasley, the give, Petrosky right up the middle. Good enough for a pickup of about 5 on this play. Durant in there, Romig in there. Kind of a gang tackle. 2nd and 5. It's kind of what happens, too, when you start thinking about maybe stripping the football. Got to remember to tackle first. Anderson split out near side. Peasley up under center. Going to milk the clock. And that's got to be a false start. It will be, as Drew Smilek up quickly out of his guard position. So that'll put the ball back at the original line of scrimmage. 6 penalties now on the Bulldogs for 50 yards.
It's moving the ball the right direction for the Blazers, but Wheatland, like you said, they're gonna milk that clock as much as they can as they start it back up again here with 3:30 left to go.
Clock will start moving again at 3:26. And Peasley going to let it run. Here's the crossbuck coming. Petrosky, not much. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play. Hit by Romig, Chavez, and also Ty Bennick. Blazers will spend 1 here. It'll be 3rd down and 9 when we return. Time running out on Torrington. They're down 3. 3:04 left. Here in the 4th quarter, Clark and Associates scoreboard. It's Wheatland 13, Torrington 10. Back to Wiseman in 30.
Pieper and Marsh Family Dentistry is now Platte River Family Dentistry. They're proud to welcome Dr. Lance Lucas to their practice. A Wheatland native, Dr. Lucas graduated from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Dentistry and is excited to get involved in the Torrington community. Dr. Lucas shares Platte River Family Dentistry's philosophy of providing patients with the highest quality of dental care in a gentle and efficient manner. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448 or find them on Facebook.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Don't forget, Tim Hurst, high school football scoreboard show coming up. Probably with a little pokes mixed in, a little volleyball mixed in. That'll be on 98.3 Kerm FM 1005. Blazers going to try to get a stop here on 3rd and 9 with time running low in the 3rd quarter. And I saw the Blazers jump the line of scrimmage right in front of us here. I did not see them jump off sides, however, but that is going to be the call against the Blazers. It's going to turn A 3rd and 9 into a 3rd and 4. 4th penalty on Torrington for 30 yards. Peasley will turn, give Suko, and down goes Suko. Not much, maybe not even back to the line of scrimmage. Braden Frazier slicing through, making the stop. And it'll bring up 4th down. Blazers stop the clock with their final timeout. So we'll break as well. 2:48 left. And again, it's Wheatland 13, Torrington 10. Back to Wiseman in 30.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you are headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Pursue life with confidence knowing Platte Valley Bank is always there to help. Visit us today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
That's 25.2. So they're adding time back on the clock here for this 4th down and 6.
Yeah, he's still. There we go.
There we go. Now we're set. Brian Kingsley on the clock here, up in the booth, doing a yeoman's job. 4th down and 6 now for Wheatland. 2:57 on the clock. Peasley to throw, fires near side, it's incomplete. Anderson probably should have caught that, heard footsteps as Braden Frazier was getting close to him. That'll turn the ball over on downs, and the Blazers will have it at their 38-yard line. So, 62 yards to go in 2 minutes and 52 seconds, no timeouts. They're down 3. Of course, could always rely on the leg of Juan Stevens if you get into field goal range. And let's see if this is going to be an interference call. It is not, as Shields was banged as the ball was getting close to him at the 1st down marker, but no flag.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Grant. Looking at it from here, it looked like there was contact well before the ball got to him. But like you said, here we are, 2nd down and 10, 2:49 to go for the Blazers. So let's see if they can come up with a drop a play here to get some positive yards.
Trips right, single receiver Shields to the left. Wheatland will rush 4, Morehouse shotgun. Looking to throw, flares it out near side. Here's Flock, and Flock hit immediately, banged out of bounds by Mickelson. Short gain by Flock of 2 yards, 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 40, still in Blazer territory. Clock stops on the out of bounds play, 2:42. Morehouse shotgun once again, 4 wide receivers out. Wheatland's going to get an extra rusher. Fires, it's caught. Durant out to the 44-yard line before he's pushed backwards. Short pickup there of 4 yards. Clock moving now. 4th down and 4. The Blazers need to convert. In the shotgun once again. Wheatland will jump off sides. Morehouse got him again.
Ryan, that's his 2nd great acting job of the night, able to get Wheatland to jump off sides and give Torrington the 1st down. Also stop the clock for a second, long enough for them to figure out what that next play is going to be.
So that'll put it down at about the 49-yard line, 1st and 10. Morehouse, shotgun, looking to throw, pumps once, now going for it all, near side, got a man, Shields, just off of his hands, incomplete. Ooh, that would have been a biggie.
What a throw there, just a foot or so outside of the outreach hands of Shields. That would have been huge, Grant. Nice pump fake there by Morehouse to buy him a little bit of time and let Shields get down the field, but unfortunately just a little bit too much on that one.
2nd and 10. Not much time off the clock, 2:08 left. Stays stopped on the incompletion. Morehouse looks, fires far side. This one's too tall for Stevens over there. Sails into the Wheatland bench, incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
Big 3rd down here for Torrington, 3rd and 10 like you mentioned.
Trips left, Shields all alone to the right. Shotgun once again, Wheatland will rush 4. And a bad snap to Morehouse. He's going to pick it up this time, running for his life, just fires it out of bounds. Had Shields out there, so it's not going to be a grounding. But it is going to bring up 4th and 10. And boy, that shotgun snap here in the second half has been an adventure.
Well, certainly something for them to continue to work on as the season goes on. In that case right there, as opposed to earlier in the game, Ryan had to figure out how to pick it up off the ground and make something happen with minute 59 left to go here in the ball game.
All 5 wide receivers out for this play. 4th and 10. Blazers need a 1st down. The heat coming, and this one's incomplete. Looking for Brendan Flock near side, and Wheatland's going to take over the football at the Blazer 49-yard line, and this, for all intents and purposes, is over.
Yeah, on that play right there, Ryan looked like he had some time, but just as he was letting go of the ball, hit pretty hard, and Flock maybe about a half a step too late and turning back to look for the ball. By the time he found it, it was past him for an incomplete pass and a turnover on down. So unless something crazy happens here, Grant, minute 55 left to go, Wheatland with the ball. It's not looking good for the Blazers.
Torrington cannot stop the clock. Wheatland knows it. They're going to bunch all up. The give is to Petrosky. He'll go down behind the line of scrimmage. Chavez dropped him back at midfield. 2nd down and 11. Clock at 1:38. Wheatland huddling, looking like they're going to maybe let the clock drag all the way down, possibly call a timeout at the end of that. But now they line up. And this will be a delay. They took their sweet time in the huddle. And they'll get marched back 5 yards. 2nd down and 16. All immaterial here, though. As probably Wheatland just needs a couple kneel downs to get out of here with their first victory against the Blazers in 11 years. They're going to go shotgun for some reason. And the give, Suko right up the middle. Eric Suko loose. Dodges a tackle at the 40. He's on the run down the field. Still on his feet, diving for the end zone. And they'll say he was out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, a huge run there by Suko here as the game winds down. Took about 41 yards there, Grant, on the run.
Thought Wheatland rolled the dice there a little bit, going shotgun. And now they may try to score. Here's the give. Petrosky right up the middle, inching towards the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. With 47 seconds left. That'll move the score to 19-10. With the point after coming.
Well, just when you think they're going to kneel down, Torrington kind of leans back a little on defense, and that big run sets up a touchdown for Wheatland.
And the kick is good. So the Wheatland Bulldogs have come to Torrington and going to take home a big conference victory after starting their year 0-3. 47 seconds left. Your score, it's Wheatland 20, Torrington 10, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Joint Center's team of board-certified physicians brings decades of combined experience in diagnosing, treating, and rehabilitating orthopedic conditions in their respective subspecialties. Whether we're working with children, senior citizens, or University of Wyoming athletes, we ensure our patients always receive compassionate, thorough, and effective care to restore quality of life. Visit us online at PremierBoneandJoint.com. Wherever you need us, we'll be there with 9 locations across Wyoming. Premier Bone and Joint Centers, worthy of Wyoming.
Grant Jones, Travis Reinhart, Ryan Cave. Back at Wiseman Field, the Blazers going to fall to 1-3 on the year. This will be their first conference loss at home in 2A, I believe.
You're right, Grant.
The only other regular season conference loss for Torrington the last couple of years in 2A was at Bighorn, as we said 2 years ago. Bonin set to kick off. He'll just keep it on the ground, scoot it out close to the sideline over there. Tyler Nikolai will cover it at the 32. And the Blazers with quite the road trips the next 2 weeks. Go to Bighorn next week, go to Tongue River the week after.
It's a lot of traveling for the Blazers.
Morehouse will sit back in the shotgun. Fires near side. It's caught by Flock and down immediately. That'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the play by Flock. 39 seconds to play. Torrington will hurry and try to get another play off here. 4 wide receivers out. Morehouse shotgun once again. Looks, fires, far side, it's caught. Flock cuts his way back into the center of the field, falls forward for a first down right at the 45-yard line.
A nice pass there by Morehouse to Flock to pick up the first down.
That'll stop the clock momentarily. Morehouse now to throw once again, looks over the middle, fires, it's caught. Ryan Baker, first down inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. 8 seconds. to go. Torrington with perhaps one more shot. This one, Morehouse has to go down and get it. Now he's running for his life. Sprints out, slips one defender, throws it up. This is incomplete, and this ball game is over. The Wheatland Bulldogs come to Torrington and get their first victory in 11 years over the Torrington Trailblazers. Final score tonight, Wheatland 20, Torrington 10. We'll take 2 minutes, total up some stats for you, and be back with the number 34 post-game report. We'll do that after this 2-minute break.
Supporting our youth, that's what Torrington Beverage has been so proud of for so many years. So when you need to quench your thirst, do it with a Pepsi product, Sobe, Brisk Lipton Tea, Rockstar, or Gatorade. Plus they have the juice to get you going in the mornings with Frappuccinos, Starbucks iced coffee, and Muscle Milk, helping supply this community with top-of-the-line drinks. Torrington Beverage is the proud sponsor of Goshen County Sports and believes in neighbors helping neighbors. Remember, that's Torrington Beverage. Get your thirst on.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford, letting you know that our service department is open to serve you. Stop by and take advantage of the best value in town with the works for only $64.95. We are confident that once you experience our service, you'll never take your vehicle anywhere else. We service all makes and models. Stop by and visit today or call our team to schedule your appointment. Drive a little, save a lot at Transwest Ford of Torrington.
Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle is under new ownership. Johanna Abernathy would like to welcome new owners Dave and Heather Saul. The Sauls will continue to offer the same great customer service that you have come to expect from Ty's Pit Stop. Robert and Johanna owned and operated Ty's Pit Stop for 17 years. On behalf of Robert, Johanna would like to thank each and every customer over the years. They truly appreciated your business and wishes Dave and Heather Saul all the best in their new endeavor.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Wheatland holds off Torrington tonight. Bulldogs get the victory here in conference play at Wiseman Field, 20-10. Both teams will run their record to 1-3 so far on the season. End of the game wrap-up is brought to you by number 34. The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. To learn more, call number 34, 532-0134. And Shad Bates, a little bit under the weather the last couple of days, as he was supposed to have the volleyball game yesterday. Unable to do that, so we wish Shad well, and hopefully he's back to the microphone soon. So let's run through the scoring summary in this ball game. Kind of a game of swings the way it typically is between these two. Wheatland got on the board first in the second quarter, 6:07, as Rylan Petrosky, the first of his two touchdown runs, The first one from a yard out. The kick was good. That made it 7-0 Wheatland. Blazers come back shortly before halftime. A pitch and catch of 25 yards from Ryan Morehouse to Brendan Flock. Stevens' kick was good, and the score was tied at halftime, 7 apiece. The Blazers strike first in the third quarter as the leg of Juan Stevens showed up big tonight. How about a 36-yard field goal from Stevens with 26 seconds left in the third quarter? That gave Torrington their only lead of the ball game, 10-7, but that was short-lived because in the fourth quarter, Wheatland comes back on an Adam Suko 1-yard touchdown run with 6:13 left. The kick failed, so Wheatland held a slim lead, 13-10, and then the Bulldogs control the ball, get Torrington out on downs, and Suko rips off a big run getting down the field to the 4-yard line. Rylan Petrosky takes it in from there, a 4-yard run, his second of the night, as we said, with 47 seconds left. Wheatland wins it 20-10. The Blazers finish the game with 10 first downs, Wheatland with 11. The Blazers flagged just 4 times tonight for 30 yards. Wheatland penalized 8 times for 60 yards. 1 interception thrown tonight by Ryan Morehouse, 2 interceptions thrown by Wheatland quarterback Brock Peasley, both of those to Brendan Flock. I'll send it over to Travis for a further look at your team and individual stats.
Thanks, Grant. So first we'll take a look at the Wheatland offensive stats. Suko tonight ran the ball 16 times for 88 yards. Petrowski touched the ball 19 times for 33 yards. Peasley kept it himself 4 times. That can't be right. 7 times, over the course of the game for 36 yards. So on the ground, Wheatland ran the ball 27 times for a total of 155 yards. Through the air, Peasley threw the ball 24 times, connected on 5 of those passes for 38 yards. His receivers, Anderson was targeted 6 times, had 13 yards. Suko was targeted 4 times there in the first half, picked up 12 yards, and Stinson targeted only twice in this game for 18 yards. So offensively for the Bulldogs, they had 195 yards. Taking a look at Torrington's offensive stats, Durant carried the ball tonight 13 times for 74 yards. Morehouse kept the ball 9 times for 51 yards. So total rushes for Torrington, 25 touches for their offense for 126 yards. Through the air, Morehouse was busy off and on. He threw the ball 25 times, completing those passes 9 times for 55 yards. His receivers, Flock brought in was able to catch the ball for 40 yards. Stevens got 14 of those yards. Shields caught the ball 3 times for 16 yards. Baker once for 16, and Durant once for 4. So the total offense for the Trailblazers tonight was 210 yards of total offense.
All right, Travis, appreciate the stats, and we're joined by head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. And darn it, Russell, hard-fought game. Always seemed like you were fighting back in this one. Could never really get real good control of it. It looked good there for a while after that big field goal by Stevens, but just couldn't finish the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Just field position battle. We were just backed up, the entire first half. So that's tough. Just a field position battle. Lost that one. And, if you only put 1 touchdown on the board, it's tough to win.
Yeah, definitely. So we had talked a little bit just back and forth here while Travis was doing stats, and we had talked about the plan to try to get the ball into your playmakers' hands tonight. That was difficult to do. It looked like the Wheatland defense really had Brendan Flock bottled up plenty of times. He was still able to catch that touchdown pass.
Yeah, that was great ball thrown by Morehouse where we could make a play on it, and Flock for sure went up and got it in double coverage. But, we kind of assumed that they were going to be combo covering him, so they pressed him at the line and then had someone over the top of that. So it's going to be tough to get him the ball, but when they have something like that, we need other players to step up.
So I think, too, Russell, one of the big drive killers in this ball game, happened a lot in the second half, was the exchange on the shotgun from center to quarterback between Frazier and Morehouse. What was happening with that? What did you see? Was it a combination of factors that caused those problems?
I think it's just a little focus there. With a young quarterback being in there and trying to find his receivers downfield, trying to read who they're supposed to read. So I just think it was a little bit of focus. Also, the ball could have been a little slippery too with a little, wet or moisture on the grass. So, I don't know for sure, but we need to get that fixed.
Well, Coach, we talked about Brendan Flock here a little bit ago on the offensive side. Let's talk about him on the defensive side. I know throughout the game he was targeted about 5 or 6 times, and of those he was able to pull in 2 interceptions. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, everybody thinks about him on the offensive side because he goes past defenders and catches balls, outruns people. So, but yeah, defensively, for sure, stepping up and being that good shutdown corner that we need. And when that ball's up in the air, he can cover so much ground and go get underneath it and pick it off for us. Yeah, those 2 picks the first half are key for us.
And I thought, too, in Ryan Morehouse's second start as a quarterback, I thought it was good for him. This was a real game management type of game, for him from that quarterback position. And we know he's born and bred to do those things. He thinks football all of the time, and he thought his way through those situations really, I thought, pretty well.
Yeah, there's a lot of maturity going on with Ryan at Q for us. The growth from last week to this week in Ryan, just seeing him at practice, spitting out the plays and spinning the ball, we call it. So he's definitely getting that part figured out, and, he's got a great future. I'm excited for him.
Not this being an excuse, but we got to remember you're down probably your 3 top guys coming into this game with Packard and Hager and Birdsall. Boy, won't it be good to get them back too?
Yeah, absolutely. Birdsall did play for us at right tackle tonight, but he's also such a key player for us defensively. But we're just kind of working him slowly back in and on one side of the ball, and hopefully one of these days we are full strength again. It'd be great.
Well, it's time to turn into road warriors now. 2 back-to-back trips to Sheridan County. Big trips coming up for you guys. What's going to be the focus at practice this week?
A couple years ago when we made these trips, I didn't like the way we came off the bus or did not come off the bus, especially in Tongue River. That one still burns. So just really focus on getting those kids when they step on the field that it's time to play football, whether it's at practice, Thursday night pre-game practice, or when we stop for walkthrough in Casper, or even when we get to Bighorn, that we've got to be able to flip that switch and be ready to play.
Well, I know this is a tough one to swallow, Russell. Still plenty to play for this season. Blazers not out of anything at this point in time, and always gracious in victory, gracious in defeat, too. We appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll hand it to Wheatland. They ran the ball well tonight. Quarterback also managed the game well. I will hand it to them, and we got to go back to the drawing board and be ready for Bighorn next week.
Absolutely. Go get the Rams next week. Have a good week of practice. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, guys.
That's head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers after Wheatland comes to town. And as we said, first victory for the Bulldogs over the Blazers in 11 years. We knew it had to happen probably at some point, but was hoping it wasn't going to happen tonight. It did. And Torrington will try to pick up the pieces and put together a good game plan for next week. Certainly the task doesn't get any easier. That's a good ball club up there.
It is, and when we were up there last time, it was tough, and I think that we thought that we could go up there and win, and like Coach Steinmetz mentioned, they just got off the bus a little bit sleepy, and so I think they've got some things to prove next week, not only bouncing back from this game, but their last trip to Bighorn. So it should be an exciting week for them and a good game next Friday.
We'll have it for you. It'll be a broadcast at pregame at 5:30 next week. From Bighorn High School. and kickoff at 6 o'clock. Well, some thank yous to throw out along the way. John Gunn back at the studios, and don't forget Tim Hurst coming up here quite shortly. Did we finish in time for Tim? We did by about 10 minutes or so, as Tim will have the high school football scoreboard show coming up 10:05 tonight. Ryan Caith, our man on the computer and on the camera here, takes a village to do these broadcasts nowadays, no doubt about it. We appreciate Ryan's organization and efforts. And so for Travis Reinhardt, this is Grant Jones reminding you of the final score tonight. It was Wheatland coming to Wiseman Field and taking one from the Blazers. Both teams fall to or move one way or the other to 1-3 overall, and 1-1 in conference play, as the Bulldogs beat the Blazers 20-10 here tonight. We'll shoot it back to the studios at Cinch Country, KGOS. Have yourselves a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk with you from the Bighorns next week.